Jack Johnson was a big inspiration because of what he did out of the ring. He was so bold. Jack Johnson was a black man back when white people lynched Negroes on weekends, every weekend. Back in 1909, they would send him letters saying, "You fighting a white man, and nigger, if you knock him out, we'll kill you." He said, "Just kill my black buckers, I'm gonna knock this white man cold." And he would knock the white man out.
For more than 13 years, Jack Johnson was the most famous and the most notorious African American on earth. He battled his way from obscurity to the top of the heavyweight ranks, won the greatest prize in American sports.
How you doing, youngster? What's going on?
Doing great, man.
You doing great?
Back in the Bronx, man.
Right.
You know, I need this, man. I need this. You know, it's like a wake up. You know, like just gives me more energy and shit. You know, to say, let's do this shit.
Do this?
You know, let's do this shit.
Okay.
And you know what I'm getting, the vibes I'm getting from the people that I know that I was growing up with, man.
Right.
The vibes I'm getting is they don't have no direction. You know, there's no direction now. You know, it's like, you know, but I knew you from here, you know, but you and shit. We need some direction going on. You know, we got to get it back together and shit where it's, give them something to do, man. You know,
Something to do?
You know, I mean, I'm bored myself with shit with being where I'm at.
Let's go to 123. But
that's because
we want to go this way or that way. 123. All right. Go ahead. What you saying?
Yeah, because you know, it seems like nobody knows what they're doing, especially right here and shit. You know.
But wait, hold on. We gonna get that. Why you keep a rag on your hair? Do rag. Let your hair out. Let me see your hair. What you got? An afro?
Hell yeah, more than a goddamn round. Pick that motherfucker out, man. I'm gonna get a super fly a little while and shit.
Ooh, super. You're gonna make your fortune back.
This dude is bad, and he ain't just fly. He's super fly, yeah, super fly.
I'm bullshitting. I just seen super fly. I seen the old one that got his clothes and shit. I seen the new one and shit.
Can a super fly Harlem dude beat the system? He's got a plan to stick it to the man.
When Superfly first came out, y'all was watching that, right?
Yeah.
That's like what? Early 70s? 70s?
Yeah, we were spades, but we would still have our gear, you know. I had my midi, I had my white fur, my white buttons on my black leather, and my white stitching and shit. You know.
Was y'all imitating that Superfly and the Mac and all that?
Everybody, man, you had to be. And then when karate came out, then we was all karate kids.
70, 71, and 72. And after that, Bruce Lee came out. I was going.
He was gone.
We used to be in the war theater. Everybody used to go to the movie, watch Bruce Lee. 5 Fingers of Death. Right. The driving movie and all that stuff.
And this is like part of hip hop that people don't remember. Wu-Tang Clan keeps this tradition alive today. Why are they so into Shaolin? Why are they so in? Because this was the first thing we were in hip hop. This was the beginning. I need to say that for you to understand the cultural significance of how our culture came to be. Bruce Lee and his attitude, his character, is what hip hop was trying to mimic in 1973.
Karate came out, then we was all karate kids.
Bruce Lee thing, right?
Spanky had the goddamn the little slippers. They only came in the 6. He wear 10. So he was kicking ass. His feet was kicking ass and shit. He didn't have to do nothing. He was kicking his own ass and shit. So that's how he learned this shit. You know, he learned how to kick his own ass.
All right, but hold on. I don't want to change your train of thought. You talking about no direction. Like you saying from the older dudes, no direction, or younger kids, or what?
From everybody that that I'm talking to out here. So, my old people and shit.
No direction like what though? What do you mean?
I don't know. Everybody's in their own little drifting world and shit.
Drifting
Ain't
world.
nobody doing nothing together. Bronxdale Day, okay. I didn't come, so. But they said they got together and shit, and people was like kind of split up and shit. But, it's been a long time since anything been happening, so nothing been happening. Nothing's happening and shit.
So you saying you think you got?
Maybe later on down the line and shit, because I like this shit.
You like it? You like New York?
Hell yeah, man. The change and shit, to me, the change is for the better.
What change?
Everything, man. Look at this shit. All that shit is like, that's like new to me.
What? This is Bush. This is
across the street.
What? 123?
Yeah.
What's different about 123?
The little house, because it wasn't like that before.
Oh, that like what they that sound like a
Before
something
it was
like
just
that.
a little mobile house and shit. It started off with that.
You said change. What do you think about the name change? Bronxdale to Sotomayor houses. Justice.
Me and her the same age. So I may have known her, even though she went to Catholic school and stuff like that. But I know people from the third section that probably do know her. I know people from that building that probably do know her, but she was the one that went to school. The ones that went to school, the motherfuckers are doing great. You know what I'm saying? They doing great because I talked to an old friend from the building, and he had to move to California.
Hold up. Me and Mike was talking about that because you were saying y'all had issues with the bus driver. But go ahead. What you saying? California what?
Oh yeah, something else happened with that. Yeah. But I'm just saying, he's talking about how good he's doing and shit because he went to school. His name is Buddy. And he's talking about a guy, he said, my friend died, right? We all lived in the same building. We all went to school together. And his friend, I know his friend too, and the way he said it, was like he was the only friend that he had or whatever. He just died. And he put it on Facebook and saying like, my friend died, I wish he would have said our friend because he was my friend too. I know his whole family like he know my whole family. And that's going in what I was saying from Jump Street, direction. Where his head is at, that was the only friend that he had. You know what I'm saying? How's that,
Is this, let me ask you.
Now that's just telling me that, well, you didn't like me then. You're talking to me, but you're telling me it's your friend, but it's my friend too, and that's what I told him.
Is this all the same? Sorry to change the subject, but is this bridge and everything all the same basically?
Yeah.
Same. Nothing changed.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. How is it you couldn't have been taller or bigger. Why they made you the president? You so short over these big dudes. Some of them was big, right? Like
I can tell you.
You go what?
I can tell you.
You get it in fighting?
Yeah.
Was you one of
I can give my sensei.
Okay.
Wow.
In that time, we're all dressing like Bruce Lee. Laugh if you want to. This is real. Everybody in early hip hop in the Bronx was Bruce Lee.
I can give my sensei. Wow. And I wasn't practicing like this guy. I sit right here and watch me practice right there.
They used to practice here?
Yeah, all in here. And that side. But a lot of times, like right here, and shit, Bumba, Spanky. Spanky had a little Chinese boy, and Kato. Not really Kato, probably Red Baron.
Used to fight over here? Yeah?
Yeah, that's they practice right here and shit. And I used to sit right here in the grass and shit, watching this shit. And then when they called me over, I said, alright, now.
So y'all used to hang out over here, cause that's interesting. Cause my generation, we wasn't really over here like that. So you saying this was y'all used to hang out right here?
Well, we had our our cardboards and shit like that, and slide down the hill. Especially that one over there. We would slide down the hill and shit.
Yeah,
everybody would come over and shit.
I remember FaZe was telling me about that. It's fighting grounds or fighting something. So where we at, FaZe? What's going on?
What's up, man? This right here is known as the fighting grounds behind me. Morrison, Watson.
Fighting grounds or fighting something? Yeah, did y'all have a name for it or no?
American Go Jew, I guess.
No, I'm saying a name for this area right here.
Danger Hill. Yeah, because you go down that way, you're right to the damn highway. Look, it's on the highway. So we call it Danger Hill, and especially like that one over there, we bust up all the shopping carts, take the tops off, and then when we get on it, we do the front wheel like this here. We try to make it around that curve, the walkway. And we bust your ass a lot. We ain't never ran in no cars, but
Yo, I'm kind of like bugging out because you so small. I'm saying, was you this small like back in the day?
Yeah. Yeah, I had to fight all the big dudes, man.
What's your title? What was your title?
Supreme Commander. I mean, I could get Thru. Thru said, he said the same thing what you just said. How?
Because Guru's kind of big. Guru is like,
Yeah, I could
throw in there, yeah?
Yeah.
So hold on.
We used to call Babalu, right? We say, Babalu. Babalu.
Who's Babalu?
Babalu.
Who's Babalu?
He's from Plaza Point.
Okay.
Because, I went to school over there.
Okay.
So, I mean, we would go all over. We'd go to Soundview. We had our girls in Soundview. We had a first division in Soundview, too.
Soundview was cool because we used to have girls in Soundview, too. We had girls.
You guys be in Soundview a lot?
Yeah, what? Angela, Stephanie. Mario had his first child from the girl Sharon in Soundview.
Yeah, Fat Mike and them girls, and then, I lived.
What do you mean? There was a girl division, you mean?
Hell yeah.
That was the first.
Over 500.
But when you say first division, I thought y'all was the first division.
The girls. We called them the Aces. They was the Aces.
And they was the first division? Y'all was calling them? First
yeah,
chapter?
we was Black Spades, they was Aces.
First division Aces. Okay. But the dudes was.
So some people couldn't wear colors.
Okay.
And some people really didn't want to, participate too well, but when they got in trouble with shit, they like, yo, Monk, man, can you help me out?
And just to keep this in context for all the viewers, to keep this in context, we talking about teenagers. Y'all was actually teenagers.
What with these kids?
Right.
This would be us coming from school.
Right. Wow.
Because we went to this school and it started in this school.
It started
Look at us and shit. That
right.
was us and shit. And this is the school we started in right here.
123.
Going way back to the early days of 75 and the Black Spade of 75 and the Black Spade.
And I wasn't there, I was
You mean the parties in there?
Yeah.
And by 23 on a Friday night, the boys become.
I've been in them now, but they had already started and shit.
All right, one more thing about okay, you was smaller, but what you was lifting weights or something? You was doing calisthenics?
Yeah. I was in gymnastics.
Oh,
My
okay.
name is derived from monkey.
That's why they call you Monk.
They did not call me no goddamn monkey.
Okay.
Monk, I accept Monk. Because when I do my flip and shit like that there and shit.
Oh, you was doing flips?
I was
Backflips
in the yearbook. I was the only one that could walk from here to there with my hands.
Wow, walking on your hands.
Yeah, and parallel bars.
Right.
I walk on my hands in the parallel bars.
Walk on your hands on the parallel bars? Yeah.
And do, all kind of shit on the parallel bars.
Hold on, let me get the children for a minute.
And by 23 on a Friday night, the boys.
Junior high school 123, so this was y'all age. Your age group.
Yeah.
And by 23 on a Friday night.
At the time when I was, we used to run track and all this here, right?
So you saying this was here though, right? What was this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it a gay here?
The fence, that's about it.
Fence.
Yeah, all this other stuff. Like I said, that building wasn't there.
That building wasn't there.
I went to school. It had started around then. I think when we had left, you know, that little thing. And it was way smaller than that. It was half that size. It was like just a mobile home. You know what a mobile home is, and that was that. I don't know, they might have 15 people in it. I could just, like I said, it wasn't there when I was there, so, and somebody dropped it down, so I done found about 10 of them. And the penny goes with it, so.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the dime I got in my pocket,
Yeah.
I found.
I saved my pennies. Pennies make dollars. That's my mother always taught me.
I was just telling a homeboy that my grandson got about $20 in pennies. You know, we got them all rolled up and shit.
Yeah.
But you know, some old shit happened and all that there. But I'm looking at them now. I was about maybe a little shorter, maybe 5'5". Now about in the 7th grade. Yeah, about 5'5", I guess. And I'm looking at them.
And you was beating up big dudes?
I could be more than one.
Yeah, more than one?
Yeah. Because even like Coke, I had to fight anybody. Spanky too. Spanky, but that's what we had to do, man. And these people knew it. The police. They knew it. They said, yeah, you know, the motherfuckers could fight, man. You know, and we could. I mean, it wasn't no division that could beat us in anything.
No?
Hand to hand. I mean, oh hell no. You couldn't get through Spanky. If you could get through Spanky, then you had to fight, you know, Fat Mike.
What was y'all other strong? Okay, y'all you saying y'all was the toughest division, strongest division with fighting.
Yeah.
What was the division?
We wasn't the biggest.
Wasn't the biggest.
But handling us
with the hands.
Like when the 17 come over and shit. Now Coke is big like this. Coke is big.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I tear his ass up.
Oh yeah?
Soski, we'd tear Bronx River to pieces. Me and Soski, we would fight. But I beat Desi. Desi broke my damn glasses.
Oh, you used to wear glasses?
This was when we was in the 4th grade.
Okay.
So Desi broke my glasses. I had a long coat, and I used to put a hole in the pockets and shit. You know? So that, you know, when we steal and shit, you know, all the shit falls in, you know, falls down there. If they dig it, if they do like this here, you know, they don't feel nothing down here and shit. That's why we wore long coats, you know. We had reasons to do the things that we did. Especially like our long army coats. That's so we could hide our shotguns and rifles.
Shotguns and rifles.
The sissy pole was for the shotguns and rifles.
What's sissy pole? Explain that. What's that?
The banana seats.
Banana seat? What do you mean?
The small bikes, they had the long banana seat. And they had a sissy pole that goes up in the back. You'll see them in California. Them low riders.
That's what y'all had?
Yeah.
Y'all had bikes with sissy poles on it?
And we put shotguns on the back. Shit like that.
But then everybody could see that then, right?
That's why we had the long green coats. Wrap it around.
I'm not sure I follow that.
I would put it on the pole,
Uh-huh.
and then I would take my green coat and wrap the coat.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And tighten it up and.
So you say y'all used to fight? Like y'all in the 17, like what, spar or real fight or
Yeah,
what?
they would come to one Stevenson.
What kind of fight is this though? This is
That's how we got together.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I mean, we would go up to Patterson and shit, you know, bullshitting with their girls. They come over here and bullshit with our girls. I mean, we used to always, you know, hang out with each other.
Patterson Project was, besides us, they were the baddest. They were no joke.
Right.
They was my brother.
I mean, we used to always, you know, hang out with each other.
So this fighting wasn't serious, or was
We
serious?
just tear the whole bus up and shit, bust out all the windows.
What the f does that mean? I'm saying, hold on.
We used to fight all the time, man. You know, play fight.
Play fight, but rough play fighting.
Yeah, body slam. You know, we wasn't punching nobody in the face.
Oh yeah, it wasn't punching.
We would just have to wrestle each other and shit to see who was the strongest. You know, that's
okay.
Like I said, we was kids, man.
Y'all in the 17th division?
Yeah.
Or any division. Any division. Who was giving y'all the most competition?
Nobody.
The 17th got that reputation, though. That reputation.
Well, they was big and they had guns and
okay.
It was a lot of them.
Yeah.
They didn't. We didn't never. They ain't never fuck with us and shit.
No.
Because we was first division. So.
But what about Bronx River? Bronx River was reputation.
They was
famous.
young spades.
They was young spades. Y'all used to tussle with them sometimes.
But we used to always go to like Bronx River. Let's see the parties now.
Okay.
Come on now, they give a party in Patterson. We go to parties and shit.
Right.
We didn't give much parties and shit. We didn't do much over here, really. We would go out, and that's how we did. We always went out.
Went out places.
The Dale came to everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dale came to everybody.
We wasn't never over here. We always went somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Do our thing and shit.
Get around everywhere, right?
We come back here to chill and shit, but when it was time to do shit, then we'd go out and shit.
Now let me ask you, because my generation, the vibe between us and Bronx River wasn't good. I'm talking about crack era. I'm talking about 85, 86, 87. The vibe wasn't good.
Forbidden territory. Mario was from Bronxdale. Bronx River did not get along with Bronxdale.
So what was it like with your generation? Because I hear that at certain times, Bronxdale, Bronx River was one love.
It was.
At certain times.
It was for the longest. I
for
mean,
the longest.
Like to say, when crack came out, that's when like the younger ones, because the older people, like to say, we turned into junkies.
Y'all turned into junkies.
Turned into junkies, so I guess we could be taken advantage of. And then the younger ones, they just, because I was right here on the corner over here, getting busted and shit, selling crack and shit. And those dudes was 14 years old.
Who was 14?
They were giving us packages. The dudes giving us packages. They were 14 years old. So, crack, tore a lot of people up and shit.
Yeah, it did.
For a while. I mean, it just, everything burnt down. Everything was fucked up. The girls was all skinny and puny and shit. And then the younger kids, when they seen that, they didn't smoke. Right. They said, oh, no, my mama do that and shit. I'm not going to touch that. And I'm glad they did.
Right. So wait. So you saying when you was 16, 17, 18, 73, 71, what was the vibe like with Bronx River?
Well, we could hang out in Bronx. There wasn't nobody in Bronx. Once the Spades started, there wasn't nobody that could touch us. We can go any damn place we wanted to. In 71, everybody wanted to be. I mean, that's when everybody came to Bronxdale and shit and said, yo, I want to join. And before we knew it, I mean, people would come from all over. I mean, they'll come from Dog's Neck. They come from Monroe. They come from over here. I mean, they were just coming in. And then on Wednesdays when we had our meetings, we would have like maybe 20 divisions.
20 divisions at the meeting. How many from each division would come?
You can only bring like the president and vice president, something like that. You can only bring like 3 people. You can only bring 3 people because, I mean, the center couldn't fit it. And I mean, we'll pack that whole shit in. Then when we come back, we tear White Castle up and shit.
Tear White Castle up like what?
Wow. That motherfucker. We jump over the counter, big old damn man. My father was a security guard in there.
Oh, they had a security guard in White Castle?
They ditched that quick, because it didn't make no sense and shit. But one day my father was in there, and we came from a meeting, and I'm in the back and shit, So they was all in there going crazy, and my pops, he said, fuck that, I'm going in the back and shit. So he went in the back, man, said, do something. Oh, you do something, right? So when I came in, oh shit, my pops, man. Oh, y'all get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So they gave my pops, a box of hamburgers and, some donuts. They even went to shit about that.
Okay.
But they said, damn, man, you got it like that? And, that's my son. My son. I don't know what happened, but I got everybody out of there. Told my pops, man, yeah, man, everything's cool, you know. I was glad to see him, you know. He was working his shit.
So let me ask you, what about this park? Do you have any memories of this park over here?
That's where we used to fight at.
What do you mean fight?
Yeah. You know, like if we had like one-on-ones or something like that. Yeah.
Was it a lot of Spanish kids in this park?
Of course.
It was?
But we got along with them.
Oh, y'all got along
I said,
with
you know, it wasn't no thing with those Spanish guys. You know, it seemed like it started because of, you know, what David did. Because
It started-
they pushed up on him. But when we got together, that shit ceased.
Oh.
It ceased. I mean, we had a little tangle over here, over the walkway. We got on a one-on-one, kicked their ass and shit and that.
You remember the Spanish crew, they gang, you remember their name?
I think I just see one going over the bridge and shit. They said the social laws or whatever.
Social laws.
I really forgot their name.
So for the people that don't
But they
know,
wasn't even really a damn gang.
So you saying, okay, but let's go back. Okay, so a Spanish gang from 123 pushed up on David.
I don't know who it was really.
What do you mean?
Nobody was there. I didn't see it. Nobody else seen it. David was like by himself. And he was saying, he didn't know me.
Okay.
You know, to ask
Oh,
me.
David didn't know you at that time.
This is just what I heard. You know, and it's a fact.
Okay.
It's a fact that David got everybody together and started talking to them. You know, they all together, and him and Gru got together, and that's how the gang started. You know, by that rumor and whatnot, because I was always on this side.
What they do to David? What they do?
I don't know. I don't know.
I heard
You
something
see,
they try to
the
make
only
him.
one that was there was him. So whatever,
Okay.
you know, ain't nobody else said, well, I was with him and I seen it, you know.
I heard they tried to punk him, like make him pay money to come up the steps and some shit like that. I heard.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
You know, because he ain't telling. When it started, he was telling. If you ask him now, I don't know what kind of story you might get. But that's what the reason was.
And that's so crazy because you gotta understand. I guess now maybe you understand, people understand the importance of the Black Spade legacy because, I mean, Zulu started on top of y'all shoulders. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things branched off from y'all as far as like the whole early hip hop thing, Mario and everything, the jams. I mean, y'all are so important and y'all just let y'all legacy fall apart. Y'all should know these things, like exactly what happened. But, you know, that's why we're here doing this now, I guess.
Yeah. You see, because you would have to talk to David what really happened in that little tangle, whatever he had. Because with us, like I said, they from this side, right?
The Watson side.
Yeah.
When you say side.
Like I said, I didn't know David. You know, I didn't know him whereas he was in my class and then I didn't go to school. So.
Hold on.
Yeah, because the reason I joined was because everybody else was getting together.
Now let me ask you, and this?
It was me, David, Thru, Blackie, Desi, Fat Mike, Tony Payne, and I don't know, Frog came in some kind of way.
But that was how many?
They were telling me something different about Frog, something that I really didn't know, that I'm picking up on now.
Okay.
About how Frog and what Mike was saying about Bambaataa, that was true. That was true, I think, when he started out as a savage nomad. But that was so far long gone and something that I didn't really care, whatever, because once you join the Spades, because a lot of, gangs join the Spades, period.
Okay.
And then a lot of people join, period. So, and then, how something just blows up? That's what happened. Shit just blew up. I mean, before I knew it, you could go anywhere, especially on the trains, and see spade colors. And there was a time when I went uptown, and this dude, he flying colors and whatnot, because, I robbed cars and shit. But I kept me a car and shit. We went over there and shit, and everybody had keys to cars. You could take whatever car you want.
Car lot? What do you mean? Like
there
what?
was a car lot over there, across the street.
On the other side of the bridge?
Yeah. That was a big giant car lot. That big building where the cars was all on. I mean, that shit was full with cars.
That parking lot over there? Yeah.
Yeah. And the guy had keys and shit. But I'm saying, I used to steal cars. That's what we did. That's what I did. I did most of that by myself.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, let me ask you, is there anything you regret from the Spades back in the day?
Things I regret?
Yeah. Is there anything?
Well, the only thing that I could really say is we start fighting each other.
Started fighting each other.
You know, well, I always say black people just can't get along.
What do you mean, within the first division, or you mean like division against division?
Division against division. Because every time we would have a meeting, we would hear it. You know, because I'm saying any gripes you had, you brought it to the meeting.
Okay.
You know, so that's how we found out. They'll come over there and shit, and then we'll go over there and straighten it up, and then it'll jump off somewhere else. And we was like kind of close, like say with the nomads, and then these people was fighting the nomads, and then the nomads. That's how that shit happened at the thing anyway.
The meeting?
Yeah.
Gang meeting? What?
Meeting over
What
there.
do you mean?
Because one spade was hanging out with another gang.
Right.
So then that meant that it was all spades, but it was really one, because I remember that when that happened.
And you talking about the Black Benji thing when he got killed?
Black Benji at that time was getting beat up right in the very corner. We found out an hour later after he was taken to the old Lincoln Hospital that they killed him. Oh, there were 3 gangs involved. You had 70 Mortals, Black Spades, and the Mongols. And as a result of his death, that's where all the gangs met at the Boys Club.
You talking about the Black Benji thing when he got killed?
I don't even remember being killed. I know it was either a sledgehammer. He's talking about it's a pipe. You know how it flips?
We came down the stairs, right? And we stomped there. And there was about 13 to 20 of us. And then when we looked down, we seen him. That's when Benji came out, and Benji said, he took a step forward and he said, listen, brother, we're here to talk peace. And the guy, he came out and he said, I don't know, he said, piece of shit. And he must have took a jump. It looked like he threw a kick, but he must have took a jump to grab a pipe.
At first I thought it was a sledgehammer, some kind of hammer. Then at the meeting, he's talking about it's a pipe. So it could have been just about anything, but it messed him up, but I didn't think he died. I don't even remember that.
So you saying...
And I was there. I mean, I remember the incident, but I don't remember nobody dying.
So you saying the various divisions, they used to fight each other?
Yeah. Black Spades on Black Spades.
Did y'all used to fight anybody, like serious fighting with other spades?
No.
Oh, because you said...
They always respected us.
Yeah, they respected y'all.
We ain't never had to worry about them, rolling on us. They wanted to.
Oh, they wanted to?
Yeah, they wanted to. But they didn't like them.
Oh,
they respected me.
But they didn't like them.
Because I was always with them. You know, I was always with them and shit. You know?
Who's them? What do you mean? Like,
no, I'm always with the 17. I mean,
okay.
Coke's girl became my girl.
Well, that's not good. He probably felt some kind of way about that, huh?
We had plenty girls, man. We had plenty girls. So, I mean, like I said, you know, I'm Supreme Commander and I get that respect. I mean, even when the girls was sitting all on the long bench, right? It was, I mean, they'll fill up here and there and shit. Because we had a lot of girls. We had at least 500.
You mean at Spades?
Yeah. Girl Spades and shit. And
they was all called aces?
They wasn't supposed to go nowhere. Nah, they turned Spades.
How many divisions?
They turned Spades.
How many?
Aces, that was just like a first division thing.
Oh.
That was just when we had like 10 people. You know, we had about 10 girls.
Was they separate division, the girls spade, or they was just in with the...
Yeah, they really didn't do nothing.
They didn't have separate divisions? The girls.
Not their own division.
Oh, okay, right.
The 17th had girls, 18th had girls. We had our girls, and we used to take their girls. So. I mean, it was fun, man. It was fun. We go to their clubhouse and shit.
Okay.
They get in a lot of shit, so we have to be over there and fight, run back home and shit.
So let me ask you, y'all had all of this black power and the black power movement, them days. What would you say broke y'all up?
Well, I got too old for it.
You got too old.
Anybody will really tell you that. You know,
what you call too old?
We didn't want to. About 20.
20 was too old.
Seemed like it. You know, and I was going to jail a lot of times. And, you know, and like I said, they started fighting each other. And that didn't make no sense at all, you know. And if that did anything, that broke it up even more. You know, because it got out of control. If anything, it got out of control. And like I said, they didn't like the first. Everybody wanted to be the first. You know, that, you know, I could think about it now, you know, somebody wanted to be in charge. You know what I'm saying? And
that's so
they
deep.
didn't respect the first.
They stopped respecting the first?
Yeah. The only one they would respect was me. So.
Why they stopped respecting the first?
Because they didn't like to go to they didn't hang out. You know,
the first didn't hang out?
Yeah. They just wanted to stay over there. So.
Bronxdale wanted to stay in Bronxdale.
Tell the truth, you know, yeah. Me, like I said, I stole cars, so you'll see me anywhere.
Okay.
Even like with the Peacemakers, right? I had a car and shit. And matter of fact, I was just telling Eddie and shit how I used to have my cars and I'd drive all in inside the project.
Right. So you saying you was one that was cool with a lot of different gangs?
I was in jail with them. See, I'm the one that was going to jail. That's how I knew them, like Black Ben, Yellow Benji, Ghetto Brothers, and all that. The Ghetto Brothers saved me because I was the only spade in there. You know.
And where? Where was you at?
Rikers Island, 8 block. And I was the only one, so the only thing I could do was fight and shit. So Yellow Benji from the Ghetto Brothers was there, and the Puerto Ricans really ran the jails. And I was, you know, I knew them. Even though I knew them from outside, and Bam was the one that showed me who they was.
So what do you mean? What do you mean? The Ghetto Brothers saved you in Rikers Island. What do you mean?
I was the only gang. They had 5%ers, and they didn't like us. You know, they was from old Tremont and 178th Street and all that. Everybody was a 5%er.
Yeah, that was a big movement.
I mean,
at that time.
it wasn't no black gang. We was the black gang, and
what year
we
is
were
this?
savages.
This 74?
71.
71.
Yeah, 71.
No, we need it so proud. We got to hand it so proud. You got to get down, 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 down.
71. So
y'all was savages.
They didn't. Yeah.
Let me ask you. Okay, you said that before. Y'all was savages. What about for those that would say the black man is not a savage?
But we wanted to be savage.
Y'all wanted to be as teenagers.
We get down and dirty.
We got to keep all this in context. Y'all was teenagers.
Down and dirty.
Okay.
We started wearing gang boots.
Gang boots.
We had our chains on them, and we had our dog collars. We had our patches all over. I had my big fur collar, and
where y'all get that idea to be a savage from? Where y'all get that from?
From the savage nomad.
Yeah. Savage Skulls or Nomad? Or
the
both?
Skulls, they was the dirtiest. You know, the image came from my idea. That's what I wanted. Yeah, I even put Conan on my chest and shit like that. So
seeing that they was
I
dirty.
thought I was a barbarian and shit. So I wanted to be that.
But you know, the black man is not a barbarian, though. You know that, right? I mean, now maybe. I guess we could be whatever we want to be, but
we wanted to dress the part. Mentally, we all right.
Right.
We are intelligent, but
right.
I don't know. I just picked up like Hell's Angels. I wanted to be a Hell's Angel, you know, but I wasn't like. You know, I liked the Hell's Angels because it was a time when that was like, I guess, exciting. You know, just being an outlaw. You know,
being an outlaw.
Because you know, when I came up, it was like westerns, And then the motorcycle gangs came out. You know what I'm saying? And our bikes were dressed up like motorcycles. Because we had a sissy pole, we would put our forks together and we go to the White Castle, we'd line our bikes up. Like how they used to do this shit. Then we'd stop all traffic coming down Brooklyn Boulevard.
Stop the traffic?
Yeah. The traffic would be like this.
Y'all put your bikes in the way or something? Yeah. Why you stop traffic? Just to do it?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Now, you talking about
all the lights and shit.
What do you mean? How would you turn off the light? How would you turn it off? You bust them? Yeah.
Yeah, wine bottles, man. I get hit. I used to do like this.
All right, so but let me ask you a question, right? At that time, like you said,
we used to practice, you know, like fighting, and
right.
You know, everybody got into the martial arts. We had our little, you know, our center where we go there on Sundays and shit, and we kick each other's ass and shit. You know?
But listen, y'all could have still kicked each other's ass, right? But I'm saying, like, at that time, like you say the 5%ers was growing, right? They was getting big, right?
They was bigger than us.
So, how did you feel about like their lessons? Like, didn't you ever listen to their lessons and say, well, the black man is the civilized, righteous man, the black man is the original man, and that never appeared?
They talk too much.
Malcolm X, no, he was passed away at that time. What about Elijah Muhammad? Never appealed to you?
Your father started in Soundview.
What father?
From the 5%.
Oh,
yeah.
He started where? I don't know.
From what I hear, you know, he started in Soundview.
But what about like Elijah Muhammad's teaching? That never appealed to you, like?
This be alive without the mind.
But those are the Orthodox Muslims, the Sunni. But I'm saying like even like that too, you know, the Muslims. You got the Muslims, Sunni Muslims, and you got Elijah Muhammad and his organization. None of that never appealed to you when you was young?
They used to come and get us.
What do you mean get us?
They come over here and get us.
Get us to
Take
do
us out.
to do
you know,
what?
We would talk to them all the time. They always want us to, you know, to get down with them.
And that never appealed to you? Like I should...
When I got locked up.
Not want to be a savage?
I was like an imam.
You was an imam?
Yeah. I wore my bow tie and, you know, and all that.
For the Nation of Islam?
Yeah.
When was this? You wore a bow tie and all that?
Yeah. When I got time, I was just 19.
Okay.
So yeah, I used to give the lessons, and they used to come to.
You talking about 74? Jail. You was 1974. 1974. When did you go to? But okay, long story short, but you was an imam at one time, so you stopped eating pork?
Yeah, I fasted for 4 days.
Wow.
I read the whole Quran within 30
so
days.
What happened with did that change your life, or no?
It made me, you know, more religious toward that.
Okay.
You know, because they're very religious, the 5 prayers and all that there, and you know, I think it's 12 pillars.
Okay.
You know, and I still got that, you know, in the back of my head somewhere. You know?
Okay.
Because I mean, I used to get the Muhammad speaks,
right?
And I would have to read that to give my lesson on Sundays and stuff. So that's what I was doing, and I don't know, you know, like being locked up and being amongst that, you know, it makes you, you know, a better person. At least, you know, some people say protection and stuff like that, and maybe it could be, you know, whatever, but I think it's just smart.
So when you came out, did you hold on to it or no? You went back?
No. When I went up north, I forgot about it.
When you went up north, you forgot about it?
Yeah, because it wasn't nobody doing nothing.
When did you go up north?
You know, it wasn't nobody doing when I went up north in 76. Ain't nobody was doing nothing, so I left it alone.
Oh, yeah?
I would have been there all by myself.
You started eating pork again?
I don't know how quick it was, but yeah.
Yeah, you went back? Tony, pork,
I don't know about it there.
Go.
I don't know about it there. Well, right now, you know, I could buy the food that I want to buy today.
Right.
You know, I can do that. So, and meats, right? I can tell anybody, even like, you know, when they gave me some meat and some rice and stuff like that, they ate the meat. I didn't eat the meat. but I always was like that. So
Okay.
I didn't know. And I learned that from my mama, I used to watch my brother and them eat their meat and then don't want to eat the vegetables. So I eat the vegetables first. And then when I get full, I probably could save the meat. But, that's just...
The only thing, one of my lessons in life, the reason why I asked you about pork and everything, one of my lessons that I learned that, when I ate ham or pork or anything pigs, like I noticed in hindsight that at that time of my life, like I attracted a lot of BS in my life, stress. And sometimes some people just, don't really analyze where all the stress and BS come from. But I analyzed and I traced it back to the stuff that I was consuming. Putting the wrong things in my body attracted BS to me, bullshit. So that's what made me really, and then I realized it was in the Bible, the Quran. It's probably something to it, more to it than we realize. So that's just my lesson. So,
but like I said, a lot of teachers, because I do a lot of reading. Especially like when I was in there, and today, I stay in my recovery. I don't have my books now, but I stay in, my recovery and stuff like that because, like you say, putting stuff in your body. Man.
Yeah.
I mean, I drank wine. I drank anything, If you didn't drink it, I drink yours.
Yeah.
And doing the drugs, even though I was always scared of drugs, the reason I really joined the gang was because they were taking too much drugs over there. They started ODing.
Over where? What do you mean?
In Soundview. Cozy Corner. Because I remember when in 7th grade, right? I used to be in there with a white shirt on and shit. I had my dope right there. I was like 13.
Yeah, but you grew up around Soundview? What was that?
I went to 107.
Went to 107. But you was living in Bronxdale.
Yeah.
But you went to 107. So you spent a lot of time over there in Soundview.
Man, it was the joint.
It was the what? The joint?
Yes, Soundview was the shit. I mean, when I left 36, I grew up when I went there because, man, we chased RCK and all that good shit.
What's RCK?
Run, catch, and kiss. I mean, all back in the woods back there, man. Oh, man.
With the girls?
Yeah, Soundview.
Yeah? Soundview was growing up?
They didn't do nothing.
Oh, shit. There you go.
I mean, compared.
Bronxdale was fun. Anybody that grew up in Bronxdale know we had fun.
All right, I had fun in there.
Right.
But then I went over there. But they showed me how to steal and rob.
In Soundview?
Soundview project. Matter of fact, they had a Soundview and Bronxdale were the two most frequented ones over here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Where everybody came a lot.
Came from everywhere. Eden Wall.
That was always a hot spot over there, right? Cozy Corner was always drugs, right? As far as you can remember, it was always drugs. Yeah.
Cozy Corner. Dad and over here. Dad and go.
Oh, Watson was always drugs too?
Yeah. Cozy Corner was number one.
It was what?
Number one.
Number one. Right.
They had like pimps and shit. Yeah.
Pimps?
I mean, that shit goes back to like my father and them. They might have hung out over there. For real. That was like the hippest spot.
The hippest spot?
Sound,
yeah?
Yeah. Cozy Corner was the hippest. I mean, you couldn't really go in there. You had to be pimping this shit to go in. For real. You had to, believe it. Yeah, it was a lot of money going through that shit. And I would say there, 163rd Street. And like I said, I learned how to travel over there. That's how come when I came back over here, I started hanging out with them. I showed them how to do that shit. How to travel. How to really, do shit. Because they wasn't doing nothing, man. They had fun, all right, baseball and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I was over there and shit. I was doing drugs and shit.
How old was you?
I started at 12.
Drugs at 12?
11.
What kind of drug you talking about? Marijuana? You was doing heroin at 12?
I'm telling you, I used to go to school. I had my dope bag with me all the time. I be sitting in the back of the class and shit doing like this. Frog too.
What, sniffing?
Frog was
sniffing.
though. Frog.
Well, I mean, you wasn't using no needles.
See, this is what I'm saying. That's why I left them. Because that's what they started doing.
Young kids? Young children?
From the people I was hanging out with.
Okay. Well,
they started ODing in the house.
Wait. Okay, wait. You saying you was 12 years old in Soundview, right?
I went there when I was 10.
You was 10. You saying, okay, who was you hanging with? Other 10-year-olds or 12-year-olds?
Yeah, people in my class.
10 and 12-year-olds was using needles in Soundview? Dang.
I mean, we had a guy, he came out from Hollis, Queens. Like I said, I go out to Hollis, Queens. With LL Cool J. Yeah.
What's that?
40 Projects.
Farmers Boulevard, he's from.
Yeah.
40 Projects?
No, not 40 Projects. Hollis.
Hollis, Queens. That's Run DMC.
Yeah. And LL Cool J. The park, like say, that's the corner right there. Go right around the corner to the park.
Okay.
I used to be in that park. We used to do
At what age? What age?
At like 12.
12? What you doing in Hollis, Queens? You 12 years old.
This is what I'm saying.
You used to travel to Hollis, Queens when you 12 years old?
And stolen cars, too.
What do you mean stolen? But you couldn't drive? You was driving? You couldn't drive?
My old boy Sterling, he could drive. His father, all of them had the big Imperials, the big black shits. All his family, all his uncles. I mean, when we used to go down to 167th Street, Home Street, these niggas, they was for real, man. They was
so hold on. Let me get this straight.
These are the people I hung out with.
Hold on.
And then I stopped hanging out with them because of the drugs.
Because the young kids was doing drugs.
Me too. I was there, but I didn't shoot up.
They was using needles, though? I can't get my mind around that, though. 12, 13, 14-year-old kids was using needles.
ODing.
And you ODing.
You
and you didn't want to be a part of that.
Yeah, all my friends, all of them.
But you I
could name at least 7, because we used to be the fearless foursome over there. We all did drugs, man. We robbed shit all up and down here, up the Castle Hill. Robbed shit.
Hey.
In 1959, there was about 100,000 heroin addicts in the country. By 69, there was over 1 million, and most of them were in the New York area.
Entire blocks in Brooklyn, the entire apartment houses were addicted, and small $10 packages of heroin was being used.
A study was done in the mid-60s on a single black and Spanish harlot. They found that 33% of the population was addicted to heroin. 1/3 of all the men, women, and children.
Who that? Take a picture of who?
My nephew, that's my brother's son.
Okay. So this is where it all started, right? The Spades?
Yeah.
This is where it all started, 123?
Yeah. So it started around 68, something like that, I guess.
What else you tell me about the school?
Well, we stayed together, and I don't know, when it was time to fight, because when a couple of people left here and went to other schools, we had to go and get them and shit, and the whole school was evacuated. I mean, the school would actually close down.
What school? The school y'all went to?
This school. It would actually close down.
Wait, I didn't follow. You said if y'all had problems somewhere else, right? That's what you said?
Like a Spade went somewhere else.
Right.
Like either 101 or 125, like Fat Mike went over there.
Right.
This whole school would evacuate.
Why?
And go get Fat Mike.
Oh, yeah?
That's how strong he was.
But everybody wasn't Spade, though. They was just with y'all.
Especially like say the people. If they seen us like leaving, if they knew what was going on, because I'm saying it went around, that school would close down. They would close this school down.
With just what? Children leaving?
Everybody.
Just
teachers leave too. The teachers probably don't teach to the state. Because I mean, when we left, and I mean this happened a few times, when we left, you can see everybody just left the school. Everybody went home.
To fight.
Yeah. I went home, but we went up there to get our boys. Because we were left got Fat Mike out of 125. We had to go up there and get Smokey out of 101.
Smokey.
And I mean, that was Rudy.
What? Oh, okay.
And I mean, it was like us on one side, white boys on the other side. I mean, it was.
Oh, you talking about issues with Caucasian?
Yeah.
And 125?
No, Charles Neck.
Okay.
It's probably still like that.
Who would Mike have problems with in 125 though?
Probably Castle Hill. I don't think a white boy.
Black kids.
They didn't really like. I think those are the only ones that really didn't join. You know, so.
And Forest, right? Forest Projects didn't. That's Black Pearls. Forest Projects. That was Black Pearls though, I thought. No? That still had spades?
Yeah. And all around. I mean, everywhere, you know, you couldn't go nowhere and don't see those spades and shit.
Yeah.
So they was like in a corner. They was, you know,
You say
that's all they was.
Was y'all the biggest gang at that time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would match the Skulls and the Spades about the biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was thousands. But I mean, you know, we couldn't really get to the guys in Brooklyn too tough. Even though I seen them, they would come up here.
Who, Brooklyn dudes?
Yeah. We would see them at the meetings. And we had even white boys down on 150th Street on the west side.
And you was the supreme leader of all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. You're a little guy. I'm saying, was you, okay, I asked you earlier, but you was lifting weights or no?
Yeah.
You was strong?
Yeah, I mean, Babalu, like I said, that Babalu, you probably could beat 4 or 5 of them and shit. I said, now Babalu, now you gotta leave me the fuck alone, man. 'Cause, you know, I'm gonna laugh, I'm gonna joke with you. But if you really want to fight, man, yo, it's over the car and shit. I put him over a car and shit.
How much you used the bench press? You remember back when you was young?
Not much.
Not much. You did calisthenics a lot?
Yeah, that's what I did. Like I said, you
Calisthenics.
know, I did tumbling. I was on the tumbling team. And my yearbook, you know, like I said, I could walk on my hands and the shit that I used to can do, you know, especially like do flips over here and hang like my ankles and shit like that. I could walk on my hands on the parallel bar. I could swing like this here and shit and go up. And you know, that was something that was hard to do back in the day compared to what they're doing now. You know, what they're doing now is I said, oh man.
No, listen, when I grew up in the 80s, there was a kid in Bronxdale, he used to do shit like that.
Well, that's what they did in 600 school. Just come up there. Yeah, I was with them when they were doing that.
Okay.
They was mostly from Patterson. This is what I'm saying. Like, when Spanky and them went to school, Spanky, Tony Payne, and all them.
Okay.
When they went to school at 600 school, we used to have to go up there and get them. At Westchester Square. We had to go up there and get them. That's you, right? Huh?
You calling me?
Nah, my shit. But we used to have to go to 600 school, and we, like I said, we like kind of lived in Castle Hill. We wasn't scared to go up there. We went to school in 36.
Y'all used to be out on the benches in Castle Hill sitting?
I'm talking about this way. You know, underneath the L, going to Parkchester.
Okay.
And going to Castle Hill.
All that
like
was
over
Caucasians
there.
though, right?
Yeah, and that's how we used to do, man. We used to roll. And then they became friends, like the Golden Guineas and
Beat up the Golden Guineas.
Golden Guineas.
Yeah, it's a Caucasian gang.
the other ones. They became our friends and shit, because we used to go in the back of Castle Hill. You know, like all the way in the back where the water's at.
Right.
And they would get us high and shit like that.
Get y'all high. Cool, the Golden Guineas?
Yeah, the white boy.
Oh, you was cool with a lot of different gangs.
They started, you know, they didn't want no static either. So.
Who that?
The Golden Guineas and
Let's go. So you was cool with a lot of different gangs then?
All of them.
But you was like the only one that was cool.
Yeah, because I was the only one getting locked up. Like I say, the Jolly Stompers, the 5%ers, I already told you that when I was in C71, you know, it was a lot of 5%ers. And, you know, the gangs had just started and shit like that. You know, we started getting a little rep and they didn't like that, you know. But after that, all them joined. All them, the 18th, all of them was 5%.
Where's 18 from?
Up there, Vice, 180th.
I thought that was Webster.
That was Mario's crew.
I thought
They went that
18th was
far.
Webster.
They went that far.
Oh, all that was Webster? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they went that far.
That was Mario's crew?
In a way, yeah. Because Mario used to hang out over there. Like Crotona Avenue, 182nd. There's a park over there. And Mario, I used to go over there with Mario.
You said what?
So we had to learn how to fight within a club and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, because we don't know who's fighting who.
Okay.
Everybody's party, everybody's, you know, closed in.
Okay.
So what we did like this here. So we knew Mario was probably going to start shit. So what we had to do, we all played the wall.
Okay.
Never run through the door. Never run through that door, because that's where you get jammed up at. So our move was back up, let everybody else run out, and we play the wall. That way we know what the fuck is happening.
So you say Mario had a crew over here?
Yeah. And then Mario's crew started the 18th Division. They started a big crew. I mean, they was big. They was all up and down here. See, because Mario was in the intercrime from uptown. He was in intercrime. But when I brought his ass to Bronxdale and he seen us, and then he knew us anyway.
Okay.
Because his family was already down.
Okay.
And me and his family, we grew up from kids, from babies.
Right.
If anything, we changed each other's diapers and shit. So you know, that's how far we go back. And we still get together. We're gonna have something for Mario tomorrow.
So you saying Mario was down with the 18th Division, or he started the 18th Division?
No. His crew, they all came to Bronxdale.
Okay.
To join.
Okay.
He brought the crew from here.
Okay.
He brought them to Bronxdale.
Right.
And as long as you got a certain amount of people, you make your own division. So I'm not actually sure because, you know, my position is I got people to take care of all that.
Okay.
There's people that take care of that.
Okay.
I have spokesmen, I have treasurers, I have all of this here. So I have to back up, and they take care of everything. So I really don't know, you know, but I know what I did with Mario. I brought his ass to Bronxdale, and he became a spade. And this was his crew from over here. He brought them to Bronxdale. And matter of fact, one of them, I can't think of his name, moved in with him.
Oh, yeah?
With Aunt May. He stayed with them. And that's how tight we was. Then he made his own thing up, and they was all up and down here. From here all the way to probably the Southern Boulevard and stuff like that. I can't tell you how far I'd go, but like they say, we didn't know whose division and what, because everybody intertwined. Because we had a division on this side, down this way.
This is Crotona Avenue.
Yeah.
This is Crotona. Yeah?
So
well, Mario was up and down Crotona.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is his park.
Oh yeah?
This is his park where he used to play whatever he played at, you know what I'm saying? But I came over here to party.
Okay.
Because they always had parties up and down 180th Street and all that.
Oh yeah?
And Mario was the dancing machine. He was the dancing machine. And me, myself, you know, I like to do a little bit of partying myself. That's how come I came with him. Because, I mean, they had big parties. They had big parties. I mean, it was... And then here come Mario. He got to fight. So we got to back his ass up.
I'm going to go over here and see the name of this park, though.
Probably Crotona. Because Mario used to hang out over there, like Crotona Avenue, 182nd. There's a park over there, and Mario. I used to go over there with Mario.
Okay.
You know, and I'm the one that brought Mario to the projects.
What do you mean you brought him to the projects? I thought he moved in with his cousins, Desi and him.
Yeah, but I brought him there and introduced him to the Spades.
Oh, okay.
Because I was a Spade.
Okay.
You know, I didn't probably wear no colors when I was over there.
Okay.
But Mario lived over there. I was a Spade. I used to hang out with Mario and his boys over here by, the Bronx Zoo and all that.
Okay.
And they had, one of them like fucked up the dudes up at Eden Wall, right? Like the president over there and shit. He like fucked him up and shit. So they broke off from Enterprise.
Was you cool with Eden Wall?
Nah, I had to fight him.
Oh, you fought
him, brother.
The who?
When we was locked up. Him and his brother.
Oh, you fought before?
Yeah, him and his brother.
Who won?
I forgot his brother.
Who won?
But there
Who
was
won?
two of them. They both was there and shit.
You won? He won?
Yeah, come on, man. The brother was big, but yo, come on, man. I got him.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, without
I heard he could fight good though. I heard he was a fighter.
The first real fight I got into, but that was like before I think. But I had to fight 4 of these dudes, man.
From Eden Wall?
Nah. Just some dudes.
How was that drama with Eden Wall? Was it Bronxdale, Eden Wall?
In reality, we had static with them. My cousin's from there, right? I got cousins that's from there. And we don't know, but he died in that pool. Now, my cousin's big. If I showed you a picture of him, he looked like Muhammad Ali. But he had, he was big and, he had a belly and shit. But his face, he had Muhammad Ali, especially when Muhammad Ali had that short afro. Yeah. He drowned in that pool. Now, we always had static with Eden Wall. And they knew that, that he was, that he was related to me. And, because like I said, I was locked up with him, so. For them to jump on my cousin like that, to kill him in there, and everybody's like, hush, hush. But my cousin died in that pool up there.
The movie, is it true that they was gonna make a movie after y'all, the Warriors?
Who are the Warriors?
Like the Warriors, they tried to make that our movie.
Yeah, who were the Warriors? What was that about?
Warriors just
some made up
a name they made.
Okay.
Because they really was trying to show us right about gangs in the South Bronx. Because they did try to get us to do a movie, but we went there and tore up the studio. They threw us all out.
The movie, is it true that they was gonna make a movie after y'all, the Warriors?
They did make the Warriors.
But was that had to do with y'all? Was y'all supposed to be in it?
I really don't know. I don't really know about that, but it was the same theory that happened inside the thing. The same exact thing.
What do you mean?
All the gangs in New York got together.
So that happened where?
In the movie, The Warriors.
Oh, you saying that happened in the gang meeting?
That was, the Warriors started off, all the gangs from New York got together.
You're standing right now with 9 delegates from 100 gangs, and there's over 100 more.
The Warriors started off, all the gangs from New York got together. To do the same thing what we did.
Representatives of over 40 of the city's most notorious gangs met at the Hoe Avenue Boys Club in the Bronx.
Vice President King Cobras. World Council of Young Sinners. President Young Sinners. Vice President of Young Sinners. Vice President Young Saints. President of Young Cobras.
We've got the Saracen sitting next to the Jones Street Boy.
World Council of Young Saints. Vice President Young Cobras. World Council of Majestic Warlocks.
We've got the Moon Runners right by the Van Cortlandt Rangers. Nobody is wasting nobody.
Everybody got together and whatnot. That's why all the gangs had to be there, and sign their name and shit.
I just heard that y'all was supposed to be in the movie somehow or something like that.
I don't know.
Or like they based some of the movie off of y'all.
I might have been locked up, but
You was locked up.
So whoever said that, I don't know. They ain't tell me.
Yeah, well, how long you was in jail? You did little skid bits and then you did a long one, right?
Yeah, because I got locked up 3 times in 71.
Okay.
I got locked because they used to just pick us up,
3 times in 1 year, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
that ain't nothing.
That ain't nothing.
But that's when I was only like 16.
Okay. And then what? Then you went away for how long?
Like 3 years.
3 years. Now it's starting what? 75, 74?
74.
74. 3 years. And when you came out,
I came out like 78 or 77.
And was the Spades? Damn, I'm hoping we could get this. Move a little bit. I wanted to walk over there to the bus, but so when you came out, what was going on with the Spades? When you came out of jail in 77, 78, what was going on with the Spades?
It was Zulu.
It was Zulu.
Yo, check it out, right? When I got out, Bam was the only one that ever wrote me when I was upstate. Bam.
Bambaataa?
Yeah, Bambaataa. So he took me to Soundview and shit. He showed me the dudes, man. And
showed you who? The Soundview
dudes?
The Zulus. The Zulu and Soundview.
How that shit was and shit. And he said, yeah, this is Monk right here. And they all bent down and shit.
Bent down?
Yeah, they all had to kneel and shit.
They kneel to you? Yeah.
I said, man, what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all better get your asses up and shit. I don't know. But Bam asked me, could he do that?
Oh, while you was in prison?
Nah.
Oh, he was out. He asked you, could he start the Zulu? Permission to start the Zulu? Wow.
See, that's between him and I, because, like I said, that's how the respect that I got, I got respect for everybody.
Do you remember what year that was? Nah. What, he came to you and told you, what happened, like what?
He said he wanted, because the Spades had just broke up. So I guess it was, it's been a while back. But he had told me that. He asked my permission if we could do that. Because it would have been kind of disrespectful how you just going to leave the Spades and start something like that. Yeah. And he gave me that much respect. Even though I wasn't in charge of nothing, you know what I'm saying? But
what do you mean you wasn't in charge? You was the supreme?
We had broke up.
Oh,
we had broke up. Everybody went their own ways.
Went their own way.
And some people, they still was, flying colors.
Okay.
Like they still do.
What year was that though? What year was that y'all broke up?
It had to
what
be
year
right
you?
After. But we left maybe 73.
Y'all broke up?
Maybe 73. Yeah, we broke up around 73. Because in 74, I think we was like. But I'm just saying, people were still wearing colors.
Right.
I wasn't down.
Right, you wasn't down, okay.
But people were still...
Right, yeah, it was still gangs all around the Bronx. But the first division kind of broke away.
Okay. Even Fat Mike will tell you that.
Right.
Fat Mike will tell you...
Y'all started getting jobs, maybe?
Even like Peter, yeah.
Started getting jobs.
We worked in Pathmark.
Around 73, around that time? 73, 74?
Yeah. I worked in we all worked in Pathmark. I was security, Frog was security, Chew worked the aisle, and Butch worked in there, and they gave us all
right,
jobs.
because I'm thinking, as soon as you said that, I'm thinking of Cool D, because me and him did an interview, and he said he was playing in the Executive Playhouse, the club, and he said the gangs were still hot and heavy. They were strong in 74, 75, they were still heavy.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. The gangs were still going on in the Bronx, but y'all disbanded.
Yeah, but it was still like people they wasn't giving up their colors.
Yeah, holding on.
Maybe the 18th, 17th, and all them guys, Some of them, like I said, they still doing it.
So 73, 74, Bambaataa comes to you and asks for permission to start the Zulu.
Yeah, once we broke up.
Do you remember that name, Zulu, or was it the organization? Because also...
he said the Zulu.
He said Zulu?
Well, he was always DJ Afrika.
DJ Afrika.
He was always into the African thing.
Yeah.
He was always like that. He was always militant like that and shit.
It sounds like you and him was pretty cool.
He was. I said he was the only one that wrote me. So
He's the only one that wrote you.
And, you know, he's been in my house many a days. You know, many days he's been in my house. And he started with my damn records. Yeah, I'm the one that bought records all the time. I still do.
You started your records in your house, yeah? I don't know.
Because even Mike will tell you that shit, you know, that the little thing that they had in the carriage rooms and all that shit, that was my shit, my turntable.
Well, look.
Because when I got home, it wasn't there no more.
We talk about Bambaataa as far as history, but I have to mention the horrible pedophile stuff that he's involved with. I don't know if he's a pedophile, but that's what he's being accused of.
Like I said,
so I just wanted to mention that. Shout out to whatever men he affected in a negative way, but that's what it is. But
like I said, I've been knew about it back in I
you
don't know, maybe.
knew about what?
I heard about, you know, somebody had told me about Bambaataa, you know, they having sex with Bambaataa and all that there. So.
Wow. Do you know in the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s?
80s, I guess it was 80s.
80s, you heard about it?
Wow. Like I said, you know, what you hear now is new. Right. You already knew it.
You already
and
know
I don't spread rumors. So, what I heard, I kept it. If they want to spread it and all that shit, because where I heard it from, it wasn't Bambaataa, so if Bambaataa want to tell me about it and shit, then he could. But, I mind my business. You know, that's how we grew up.
Have you seen him lately? Heard from him lately?
Nah. Nah, I ain't heard from him. I've been in Virginia for a long time.
Yeah.
So if I've been there a long time, I definitely ain't seen him.
Right.
But I seen him before then. You know, before I left in the 90-something when he was living up on the concourse. Matter of fact, maybe 2000.
Do you know that he was getting credit for being the head spade or the leader spade? Basically, your position. Do you know he was getting credit for being your position?
I think so, because I read the magazine.
Yeah, little articles.
The New Yorker, I think it is.
Did you know that? Did you know that he was around the world getting credit? I don't know if he said it, but he was getting credit for your position.
Probably so. You know, I read it, I seen it, you know, especially like when they had all the colors, they had the 4 colors, in, you know, in the cover. And then I read the article and shit, but I just gave it to him. That's it. Because I didn't really see him.
You didn't see him?
And probably when I seen him, I probably locked up and shit like that. So I
Right.
really didn't see him, and if I did see him, I never thought about that. You know, like I said, I don't, you know, like run around, bam, doing this, bam, doing this. But I see a lot of people doing that. And then when they ask me, it's like, you know, it's almost like that's your business.
Yeah.
If I talk to Bam, if me and Bam straighten it out, whatever. But it's so much information out there that what's use of me asking them anything? You know, I already know. You know, I've been new. I just never approached you about it, and nothing I can do about it.
To set the record straight,
Because, you know, things start from here, and then all of a sudden it's way out of proportion, because what he heard ain't what he heard, and what he heard is what he heard. What I heard was they was having sex. Now, I know for one thing, whoever he was having sex with, they was old enough to know. You know, so.
Okay. Well,
So
now I don't want to touch on that. I don't want to touch on that.
I know, now it's little kids and shit like that.
Yeah, nah, I don't want to get into that. I just
That's
wanted
why I try not to.
I just felt it was necessary to mention the guys who are, you know, saying that, you know, they was touched by Bam. You know, I don't want to talk about Bambaataa without talking about that. So, but I'm dead in the whole thing. Let's just move on. So I'm saying,
yeah, because I mean, you know, I've been new about it, and
come on, let's walk.
You figured I heard it 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. So now what I'm hearing today ain't what I heard 20 years ago.
It ain't?
I mean, not what I heard.
What you
But
heard?
even if they told me, you know, what the hell? You know, what the fuck?
What did
And
you
then,
hear?
like I said, we wasn't spades no more, you know, and what you do, you know, in your civilian life or whatever, you know, that's up to you. You know, because there was a lot of that bullshit going on. I was in Katsaki with the guys. They was getting old little white boys and shit. You know, my man, he like little, you know, but I don't know, that's just them. That was my man though, you know. People have their preferences. What about it? I ain't gotta be with you.
Right.
You know, I ain't gotta be with you. I ain't gotta live with you, I ain't gotta sleep with you, none of that shit. So. And like I said, you know, I always run the street by myself.
You always what?
You know, I know so many people. I still run the streets by myself. And
Right.
that's how I got to know them in the first place. You know, because I would go and get them. You know, a few things that happened and shit, I was right there and shit, you know. Ain't nobody else was there. You know, the 18th, especially like the 18th division, you know, they used to take care of my pops. Yeah, they used to take care of my pops, man, because my pops lived on Webster. You know, that's why when you say Webster, then my boy, Sugar Bear, you know, he lived right in the next block. I forget what block that is. Next block over 188th Street. And like I said, I hung out with Mario before Mario was a spade. And a lot of them guys, they know my family. I call them my family. My brother married into that family. They all know him. I'm in Virginia now with a guy from over there, from Fordham Road and all that there. You know, and he remember me when he was 14 years old. And he tells everybody every time he see me down there, you know, like, this is such and such. So like I said, I keep a low profile, especially living out there, because most times they ain't gonna believe it no way, so I leave it as is. But you know, with the Spanish boys, we came over here and fought. Everybody fought over here and shit, you know.
What do you mean, fought over where? Fought over where?
Yeah, when David started that shit. You know, saying that the Spanish boys and shit pushed up on him and shit. So since, like I said, nobody knew David.
Nobody knew David?
No, nobody knew him. Nobody knew Guru. Nobody knew these guys. You know, and they definitely didn't know me. You know, I hung out over here. I was doing dope. I don't think you want to know me. You know, I was over there doing dope. And the reason I hung out in Bronxdale, because they wasn't doing dope. And I didn't want to do dope. So I hung out over there. We started that we hate drugs and shit, you know.
Oh, y'all was against drugs?
Yeah, we chased all the drug dealers out of here. Down at Hunts Point. Yeah. We went with the Nomads and shit. Yeah. It was a big thing over there and shit. And that's when the police start saying, yeah, man, fuck it, man. You know.
Y'all chasing dope?
They gave us laws. You know,
dope dealers or the dope addicts?
Dealers.
They chasing dealers out.
Dealers. And then in Monroe, when they used to be in there, oh, they hate seeing us. Dope we did it like us, you know. Dope dealers. And then we brought it over here. But we used to go over there by Fort Apache. That park over there. Yeah, we run there. Wow. And the police love that. That's why and then they used to come and get us and shit, take us places. Who? The police. So we wouldn't start trouble. They took us, I was talking about Fat Mike and shit. They took us up to Pelham Bay, horseback ride. So we stopped at Pathmark. All of us got sombreros and shit. We had big old sombreros and we ride horses up to the Bay and shit. The police paying for that shit. Took us over there to Fort Totten, to the army base and shit. Took us way out like in the Hamptons. They used to take us anywhere we wanted to go. Even like Hershey Park. They get a bus like that. We get a bus like that shit. That's how they got through the TV shows. The bus came and shit. They told me, no, you can't go, man. You can't go. And we come over here and tear shit up.
Like what? Tear what up?
All that project. Yeah, we go through every project.
And but wait, you confusing me. Because first you say y'all was beating up drug dealers, dope dealers.
We run everything, man. You know, we just start shit, man. Especially if they had a party. If they had a party, yeah, we're gonna end it.
But it was black people over here.
It was Mario's fault. Mario.
Yo, you want to eat something? Want to eat something? Or watermelon? Or McDonald's or Subway?
I like that Cajun shit. I worked in Popeyes. Yeah. I got time in that motherfucker. Down on 48th Street when I told him DeBarge. Me and DeBarge, yeah, we real good for Bernie Mac, Sweetback. They all cause bad boys back there. And Popeyes on 48th Street. Yeah, bad boys down there. Yeah, we used to come over here, man. They had that homeboy had that thing.
Was this all the same like back in the day?
Nah, we just made it better.
Made it better.
But there was a supermarket back there.
It was? Yeah.
Yeah. And that there, it just looks out here, it look bigger. Yeah, but this was a lot at one time, you know that. This was a lot, but we go down there and, you know, girls coming over there. That's why they had all the nice girls over here.
Nice girls over here, Lafayette?
Bronxdale ain't no girls. Do they? Do they? Yeah, all right.
We had a couple.
They had a lot over here.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a lot over here. I mean, we ran, when we talk about run shit, we ran shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't sit in Bronxdale, but after a while, they wanted to sit in Bronxdale, so.
Right.
So, but other than that, not me. Like I said, we would go to, even David's like cousin and shit, they come from Baltimore and shit. We go out to Queens and shit. Got there to Queens, get a brand new car once a week and shit. Once a week, we go out there and get some goddamn cars and shit. I was driving at like 11 and shit. Like I said, the shit that I learned over there, when I brought it over here, that's why they said, no, we gonna make him. He do shit.
Okay, now look, hold on, go ahead, what you saying?
Yeah, when we went to Stevenson, we walked to Stevenson.
Okay.
You know, because they didn't even want us in the classes.
Oh shit.
We would meet at the dean's office. You know, because we had on colors and they wanted us to take off our colors and we didn't want to take off our colors, so it was a big thing. And plus we had chains on our boots. And they definitely didn't want that, you know, because those were weapons and we knew that. You know, we had dog collars, you know, all kinds of, you know, weapons that we had and shit.
You actually going in high school like that? With chains and shit on?
I mean, we thought that, you know, that you could have a dog collar, a dog chain. You know, like the choker. And we're just tied on our boots and whatnot. And, you know, a lot of times the police would just stop us, throw us all in the car and shit on top of each other. So we got stopped a lot.
Just walking down the street looking like that.
And then they told us we couldn't.
Where did y'all get that style from? Y'all made that up? Just the way it changed?
When we went to the clubhouse, these dudes was outlaws, and I looked at that shit, I said, that's what I wanted.
So you saying you started that for the Spades?
Yeah.
Wearing chains
I
and stuff?
I was the first one to have colors, first one to have a tattoo.
Oh yeah? Let me see, that's the one Mike got in the same spot. Yeah, okay, wow. You was the first one with a tattoo and colors?
Yeah, first one.
So David didn't do
the
that?
Boots, the first, no.
He didn't?
No, he might have been the last one to get boots. Even like, our army coats, and our hats,
What about spray painting the spade on the wall? Who did that? Who started that?
I didn't really do that.
Oh, you didn't
I'm not no artist, so.
But that goes back, right?
Yeah.
A long time ago.
I mean, we had to put our names everywhere.
But you didn't do that.
That wasn't my style. But we had to do that because everybody else did it. We had at least put our names. And then, things just blew up. Because, we started with just, Black Spades or something like that. Then all of a sudden, even with the colors, like, they changed. And first we didn't like it.
Like what? You didn't like what?
When they put the sword and the blood and, the big spade and the little spade. No, we wanted all to look alike. Because, if you look at the Hells Angels, all their colors look exactly alike. If you look at all the motorcycle clubs, all their colors is just exactly alike. Same numbers, same emblem, same everything.
So what you saying? You was trying to be like Hell's Angels?
When the first division, what we had was the same.
Okay.
When we started the other divisions, they wanted to make the letters like this here, and they would come and ask, could they do that?
Yeah. The swastika, right? Some of them had swastikas.
Nah, I don't think they had that.
Yeah, I seen it in colors. They would have the swastika.
Well, like I said, some people put their own thing on there, but everybody didn't have that. You might have, like the different kind of patches that I wore.
Okay.
They were different than yours.
Okay.
But most of the stuff on it, was the same. The letters, we talk about the colors. Okay. Whatever you add on to it, you put a stripe here, whatever you want to add on to your jacket, you can do that.
So you saying you started the colors?
Yeah.
And you got the idea from where?
The first one.
You made us the idea from the Savage.
And since we was Black Spades, we couldn't wear no other colors, so we had to wear black and white. So we got permission from them, but they wear black and white. And
Monk, you too humble, man. You too humble.
When we it's the truth.
You got permission.
It's
y'all was badasses. How you gonna get permission from somebody?
Because we was friends.
You was friends.
Yeah. Yeah. We was all together.
You being too humble. Come on, you being too humble.
It's not that.
Tell me about the buses. Tell me about the buses, Monk.
But
well, let me ask you this: the bus drivers back then, was they racist? Some of them.
I don't know no bus drivers. They didn't want to let us on.
Oh, they didn't want to let y'all on.
They didn't want to let us on, but a lot of times we used to hang on the side. They had the buses where you could hang on the side, and I remember the buses you could hang on the back.
Right.
And we used to even when we kick out the windows and stuff like that, we would always hang out the windows.
How you used to be on the inside, kick it out?
Yeah. We did it on the train too. For our boots. The exercise.
What the bus drivers would do?
They would have to shut the bus down. Everybody had to get off down there at Story Avenue.
Never got into
kick all the windows out.
You break all the windows out the bus?
Yeah, still a little habit, man, a little habit.
Why would y'all do all that? Why would y'all do that?
We was outlaws. We didn't care.
Outlaws.
We didn't know they were going to kick everybody off the bus, but they started doing it.
Would y'all ever get into fights or altercations with the police, bus drivers?
Yeah.
Like what? Tell me about something.
Like, they might let us on, like way up in Manhattan, and then when we get to the Bronx, they want to like kick us off. So we knew they had to go this way. So what we did, we meet them that way. We tear his ass up and shit. And then the police got on us about that.
Okay.
So they made it where we could get on free. If we made cards to stop all of that, they made cards and we had to give out cards to each member. And you just show them your card and you get on the bus.
But now you see this, right? Assaulting a bus driver is like a felony. Yeah.
But who knew?
Yeah.
I mean, we was a gang. All of us jumped on them, or sometimes it was different things that we might have done. Sometimes you really couldn't get them. Maybe you could hit them, and stuff like that. But at first, we could really get on the bus and shit,
Yeah.
Tear their ass up and shit. And I guess they was getting him. You know how that goes. They get hip and whatnot. Oh no,
Oh, wouldn't let y'all in.
But most of the time, we did, we got it. And then that's when the helicopters came down, the governor came down, the helicopter, when we came out of school, the helicopter came down and whatnot. And
123?
Yeah. We came out of school going over the bridge right there. And right there at the first grass, coming this way, the first grass, the helicopter landed, the governor. He landed and stopped us and told us about that, the bus issue and stuff like that, about the bus drivers getting beat up. So they invited us to the mayor's office and asked us, what can we do? We said we wanted jobs. And they gave us jobs.
What's that?
I didn't know my job was that good, but my job was that good.
What was your job?
Professional.
A what? Paraprofessional? Where?
That's what it was written down as.
In the school? And what?
The boys club.
Oh, the boys club. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they gave all of y'all jobs to cool y'all off.
Yeah.
Wow. Remember what year that was? You said it's 71 when they had the meeting you was working at.
Yeah, so it was around that time. I was about 14, 15. But like I said, the years was getting kind of fucked up because I had to be 16, I guess. I had to be about 16. And they gave me a job, but I didn't have to do nothing. I didn't have to be there. The only thing I did was sign and go down 3rd Avenue.
Did you
I went to jail. Yeah. I got locked up and, it was just nuts, because I just fucked up somehow.
Let me ask you, from the beginning, you said you was doing heroin at 12 years old. Yeah. What started you? What made you want to do that? Why?
Everybody else was doing it.
Everybody else was doing it.
I was over there in Soundview, and they passed it around, and I took a sniff, and everybody took a sniff. That was what we did. But that ain't had nothing to do with no spades, though. That was before the spades.
That was before the spades.
And I guess I did it for a good year. Then I got caught by my brother, because they were saying, my brother, he wasn't going for that. So.
Was you addicted?
Nah.
You wasn't addicted?
Because I didn't shoot it. It's hard to get addicted with just sniffing.
Okay.
I don't think you can really get addicted by sniffing. You have to actually shoot up, I think. And I never shot up. Them guys was OD. And that's around when
12-year-old friends.
Well, we was older then. You know what I'm saying? We was older then. Because I'm saying by the time I got to 123, right, I was still doing drugs. But I started when I was like back there.
And just because Like peer pressure, everybody else doing it.
Wasn't no peer pressure to me.
You just did it because everybody else was doing it.
Yeah.
That's peer pressure. But you saying what, you didn't feel pressure?
We all did it. I mean, it's just like, you know, like joining the gang, you know. We ain't did it because of pressure. We did it because we wanted to be in the gang, yo. You know, I just wanted, you know, to try it out. Even like the drinking and stuff, you know, ain't nobody made me do it. It wasn't enough of them to make me do it. You know what I'm saying? That peer pressure thing, I guess it happens, but I think that's more or less if you really don't want to do nothing. And like you say, that pressure, here, you know, and all that, you know. But even to this day, you know, I don't pressure nobody to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like females that do drugs and stuff, me, you know, here, take this drugs and do this for me, you know. Nah, because I respect my moms and stuff, man. That's how I had the spades. That's how the spades was, that's how we was raised.
Like what?
You know, respect. Especially moms and
like
sisters.
Women, girls.
You know, yeah. Now boys, we don't give a shit, but females, you know, because like I said, I ain't never really hit no girl or anything like that. I mean, I might have slipped, you know, and that's because I was protecting myself. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that, but I could easily walk away. You know, I mean, I could walk away because there's plenty of females out here.
Right.
Can you hear me now? You know, but that's what we did. You know, we took care of our neighborhood, and we always have. We always have. We took care of our neighborhood, and if we did do anything bad, we went outside our neighborhood, but we didn't allow that in our neighborhood. So that's how we, you know, and that's how, you know, the things that if we start anything today, we'll be starting something like that, you know, an organization where we can help, you know, the younger ones and stuff like that, and stay off of drugs.
So as far as Bronxdale, when would you say that like y'all say you used to protect the neighborhood? When would you say Bronxdale lost its protection? Like,
I guess when we broke up. You know, when we broke up, because then, you know, everybody went their own way. You know, nobody cared about, you know, but when we was together, we protected, you know, the neighborhood. Even we had a thing where they was gonna pay us, right, to be security. Whereas the youth board used to be down here, and they was gonna give us a clubhouse over here. You know, they was gonna pay us, right, to walk our people from the bus station, from the train station to Bronxdale.
What happened? Why y'all didn't take that?
It just about happened. It was happening, but the guys took the money and ran.
Spade?
No, the youth boy.
Oh.
The youth boy. It used to be right down there on Story. On the second floor, we used to go up there, and that's how Mario got his equipment. You know, they gave him the slots and whatnot and told him, you know, to give the guys, you know, jobs. You know, he was in charge of that. So what he did, he kept all the slots and said he's gonna buy some equipment. And when he buys the equipment and start making the money, that's when he's gonna distribute and everybody's down with the equipment and down with that. So that was his idea. But me, I wasn't in the mix of that. I was like, I separated myself.
Let's go over here, all this noise.
That's when I was separated.
The breakdance basically originated from us stomping our feet getting ready to go to the rumble.
I just had, you know what I'm saying, a spade telling me they was doing a spade dance, and he felt like that's where breakdancing kind of came from.
You know, the spade dance, and I can't even do it for you now, but when we were spades back in the day, we used to wear what was known as MCs.
Most of it, heavy black boots, and they used to have dog collars around them and fur and all kinds of things. And of course, when you stomp on the floor, it makes a, what they call glory stompers, jolly stompers. And so part of the spade dance was really like to certain songs, like James Brown's Second Team, stomping and, something like that. And it could be more elaborate. There was a cat named Cool Breeze who used to do the spade dance seriously. Yeah. And so the spade dance is one of the areas where it started. Then you had people who used to do what's known as burning.
Yes. Okay. It's on. You got music? Show me some dancing, Monk.
Nah, I really can't do that. I really can't.
Well, tell me about it then. Tell me about the dance I used to do.
But we used to do that breakdance, like this here and shit. Oh yeah, this one. I can't do that shit, You go down, I can't do that shit, but we used to jump up like this and shit, and come down like that and do the spin. Yeah. When you
jump up, yeah.
Come on, man.
I didn't know y'all was jumping in there.
We jump up and shit. That's if you could do it. I mean, you gotta be able to do it, because when you come down, you're coming down like this here. You jump up and you come down and shit. But you see, my legs can't do that shit. But when you come down, right? Come down like this. You spin up. But you gotta get down there.
Yeah. What about stomping? How y'all used to stomp?
Huh?
How y'all used to stomp? Y'all had boots on.
I'm just saying.
I know that's one move. Now what else y'all used to do?
We knocked the dude down because we had to move like this, right? When we jumped down, right?
Okay.
And then we kept you by your feet.
Oh. Yeah.
We used to do that to the girls though.
Jump on the floor?
Yeah, we jump on the floor like, the girl be like that and we be dancing. We jump on the floor and then with our legs we grab them like I just did.
And then they'll trip.
We go in the air.
They'll fall on the floor.
And then we commence on them. Everybody, we start commencing and shit.
Y'all start stomping them?
Yeah. Not the girls really, but the guys.
The dudes.
Yeah, they get caught out there like they want to do some shit. Then we just...
Hold on.
We start stomping them.
Hold on, you about a party.
Yeah. Like if somebody want to dance, they want to dance.
Okay.
They want to, dance with us and shit. Yeah, we be like dancing and shit. We doing our thing and shit, right? And that motherfucker, he want to get down. He stomp him. But he be thinking that's part of the dance. He still be dancing and shit. He get his ass kicked.
Hold on.
I ain't lying. Even the girl and shit. I went down south and did that shit, man. I jumped on the floor and shit and did her like that. She hit the ground.
And start laughing.
They thought it was funny and shit. We think it's funny.
Hold up. So you used to stomp dudes in a party?
We might tell you. We had our boots, man. And then when we start dancing and shit, we start stomping, man. That's why we call them jolly stompers.
The breakdance basically originated from us stomping our feet getting ready to go to the rumble.
Glory stompers.
But did y'all call it breakdance at all? What y'all used to call it?
Well, you call it whatever you want, but we... And then the name breakdance just came out. But they started that too.
Who?
Breakdancing.
Who started that?
With the, I forget what they call Sterl and Clemens and all them. Yeah, they'll tell you, rerun from the TV show.
Oh yeah, that's California. Poppin', pop locking. Yeah.
They started it. Edgar, Ronald.
They was doing
they'll
it.
tell
Okay.
you that they used to get the refrigerator boxes, but I seen them do that shit in front of like Pathmark and shit. Yeah, they be in front of Pathmark and shit and get them linoleum.
Y'all was doing y'all dance on linoleum?
Nah, hell
No.
no. They do that shit.
Right on concrete.
Because they started doing shit on their head.
So you saying that was mainly it, just stomping and the flipping on the floor and...
Yeah, because we started all kind of dancing. And, you know, that shit like this here, man, if you could do that shit, you know, you jump up and shit, come down, then you do the spin around. You know, the way I was doing it, that's because my legs were fucked up. You know. Yeah. Oh, that's my goddamn grandson. Yeah, that's my grandson right there. He out there in North Carolina, Creekwood.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, shit, he got the same color shirt on I got. Well, I'll be damned. He looks something like something.
Divisions, who made that up?
Well, like I said, a lot of that stuff we got from these guys and, you know, Hell's Angels, you know, what they did and shit, because the way we started, we just didn't know what the hell we was doing. But they knew what they was doing, and yeah. I'm trying to see this shit where they be breakdancing.
So, nah, never mind. I'm saying y'all, when y'all used to dance, did breakdance come from y'all?
Yeah. You damn right.
Wow.
I mean, yo, yeah, because when we used to go up to the shaft, what you talking about? We used to make the line, like the Soul Train line. We started that shit before Soul Train. Because that's how we used to beat motherfuckers up. You know how you had to walk through the line and get your ass whooped?
Okay.
So, you know how you had to walk through the line and get your ass whooped? Well, we used to dance like that. You know. But we used to put people through the line, though. A couple people know, yo, they put through the line.
Oh, yeah?
They'll tell you, yeah.
I thought y'all had one-on-one fighting.
No, we had that too.
Oh, okay.
We had that too, because
y'all used to go to the shaft and what, do like the dancing?
The break dance.
The break dance. Which I ain't call it break dance.
Nah, we used to be breaking while we dancing, so I guess it with the 101, because I'm telling you, man, like say, because we used to do that shit. You know, we start dancing, then we start jumping on each other and shit like that, you know. And
like fighting.
Yeah, you know, like we jump on each other and shit, you know, and just break and shit, you know. So somebody else, you know, because when we be dancing with each other and shit, you know, we be bullshit, you know, doing our shit, you know, especially with James Brown and shit.
James Brown.
You know, we did James Brown and shit. We be tearing James Brown up. And Bam knew how to. I'm saying Bam was a mixing motherfucker, man. Bam.
What do you mean, Bambaataa? Bambaataa? You know it's a Bam Bam. You about Bam Bam or Bambaataa?
We talk about Bambaataa.
Okay.
You know, Bam Bam, that's when it showed me the skulls and all that, because he's from over there. Okay. He's from over there.
So, y'all was, okay, so James Brown, did y'all used to just do wild dancing all through the song, or y'all used to wait for a certain part of the song, or what?
What was the song? Because Freight Train used to always make up these songs. God bless, you know, he's dead now,
Yeah.
but he used to make up. Well, one time we said the Spades ain't nothing. The James Brown records, the Spades ain't nothing. And
Okay.
then, what was the other one? We had some other one. Because that whole album, Revolution of the Mind, that whole album, all you had to do is just turn on the other side and shit and go the whole thing. Because that's when music got longer anyway. You know what I'm saying? The records got long, like, matter of fact, it might have been damn near the whole record. Just one song. And that's when the 33s got that real big and shit. So,
But sometimes y'all used to dance like, what, try to scare the other person, try to scare other people with y'all dances? Yeah.
See, because, okay. Matter of fact, this is the move. Forgot about it. We used to do like this. Like that and shit. We used to
push people?
Yeah, you push the other person. That's, you know, you didn't do that to the girl. You know, we do like this here.
That's like 52 blocks, right? Ain't that fighting?
So that was part of our dance, you know, and then we like that and shit.
Y'all actually push them.
Yeah. Especially like, I mean, like, you would know it, but a person that don't know it, and then once we get them and shit, then you stomp them and shit.
In the party.
He's thinking, he don't know that this is happening and shit. Cause he be down there fucked up still like, hey, you know, and he don't know.
He don't know.
He's going out the party like this and shit. But you know, even flash parties and shit, you know, we used to smoke that crazy ass shit, go in the bathroom and shit, motherfuckers come out with all their gold and shit. You know? Yeah, take this and shit. You know? And then they get robbed. You know, like the T Connection and the Black Door.
You remember dancing the T Connection?
Of course. Yeah, that's where Grandmaster Flash, that's the only place he used to play at right there.
But you was older by then. You wasn't no young guy, right?
Yeah, this was like when I came out of jail, 78 maybe.
Right.
About 78. That's when I came out of jail. That's when I started seeing all this shit. I'm like, God damn.
So you know what? You still stomping people out in 78?
Nah, not then. We were stopping people at the shaft. That was like,
at the shaft.
You know, over there. But over here, you know, the T Connection, that's when like I came out of jail and shit like that.
So before you went to jail, there was no breakdancing, right?
No, we was breakdancing.
No, y'all was doing
We didn't call it that, but they started calling it that because they started doing, you know, imitating it, but the way they was doing it, you know, they just called it breakdancing, but we was breakdancing. We was really breakdancing and shit. And they just called it breakdancing because we were really breaking. I mean, yo,
what?
We'll fuck people up and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you break a motherfucker. I mean, yo, when you do like this here.
But what is that? Is that 52 blocks? What is that? No?
No, it was just some move that we did when we danced.
Y'all would make fish? Y'all would like make a fist while y'all doing that? You doing it with your hands open. Y'all had your hands open doing it? It's like slapping, like
yeah.
Slapping. Y'all do it fast.
Well, that's how you block anyway. You block with your hands and shit.
Right.
You know, you block like that, but you could, you know, either or and shit. And all that bullshit.
So you still nice? You still practice your fighting still? So if I threw a punch like this, what would you do? Oh, now you start that kicking shit. We didn't do that in the 80s. We didn't do that in the 90s. Kick it.
You know, but I used to like that spinning back kick because that's how I caught Snoopy and shit.
Oh, yeah?
Snoopy thought he could fight me, Red Baron, and Spanky. That motherfucker must have lost his mind. See, he don't know we wrote. See, Snoopy was new. We was already rumbling.
Oh,
we already knew the deal.
I thought Snoopy was like
He was new to the game, man.
Sorry, excuse me.
Snoopy was new.
But I thought he was like ferocious, like.
Look. So?
He was.
He couldn't beat three of us. He couldn't beat three of us.
Oh, okay.
He couldn't beat three of us. No, but he was trying one day and shit. One day he had all them niggas. He had them niggas twisted and shit. So I'm coming from Delancey Street and shit. I got my bags and shit because I always bought clothes. I ain't wear them. You know, I just bought them and shit, you know.
Okay.
My closet before, all brand new shit. Okay. Even now and shit. I got brand new shit all, you know, that I don't even fuck around and wear. But, you know, I just wear like regular shit, you know. But, I'm coming in there and shit, here come Monk. Fuck with Monk. I slammed Snoopy about 30 times.
I thought he was one of the toughest or one of the best, so he couldn't beat you?
Nah.
Was you one of the best fighters in the Spades?
Probably.
Who was bad? Who was on your level fighting?
I don't know. Not at the time. The only one I know is this guy Glenn and shit. Glenn was about the only one that could probably wrestle me. Cause I could get Guru and Desi.
Yeah?
Desi,
Guru was good, right?
Desi. Well, look how big Desi is. But Desi was much bigger than he is now. I don't know when the last time you seen Desi. But when we was coming up, that's who the main dude I used to fight was Desi. You know, when we get in the hallway.
He's one of the best
I'm
fighters?
saying, he was the biggest dude.
Oh, biggest.
I mean, come on now. If you in the hallway, me and Desi used to fight all day long in the hallway. You know, like in 1020. And
right.
Mostly like in 1020 in my building on the first floor. Me and Desi. And I could throw it from here to over there. So, yeah.
What was you doing? Push-ups, squats? What was you doing?
I don't know. Natural.
It's natural. Had natural strength.
Natural, because even Spanky and shit, Spanky nice, you know, and he kicked me in the damn air. Kicked me in. I thought that shit was fake, but until he kicked me up in the air like this, and I went up. I went back like this here, I hit the wall, but I'm glad I was in shape. Because when I came down like I said, now I'm going to kill your ass. I said, that will kill you. Because, you know, that's my brother, so me and him used to, you know, we knew.
So, what would you say, like...
If I put my hands on him, then he's through.
Y'all ever got defeated?
When we first started, I would say, but other than that, nobody could touch us. And, like I said, the training, and we always was together. You know, like, David, if David was new to us. See, because me, Desi, Fat Mike, all of us, we used to go around fighting, you know, playing football with that building, and these guys would run track. And we learned that from our older brothers. They used to go around, you know, play football with all these guys. So, and we would fight the white boys up in, in our school 36. So we was always together. You know, like I said, remember I told you the buildings? That was the first division.
10, 20. Go ahead, David.
David is new. He didn't know nobody.
Okay, but listen. Okay, so you said you may have y'all never got. Okay, you said when y'all first started, maybe y'all took a defeat.
No, we just became friends. You know, became
so nobody never beat y'all. Nobody never beat y'all.
They probably would have, but they gave. You know, we had a choice. You know, because maybe we. You know, they wouldn't have beat us. You know, but we chose. Let's be friends, man, and that was the best move we ever made. To me, it was the best move because we got to learn. Yeah, we got the nomads. That was it. We didn't know the scars. But we got tight with the nomads, and that was the best move I think we ever made because they taught, they were teaching us a lot and shit. That's how we got so damn big, because we knew how to rumble now. We knew how to get this shit together. We knew how to stick together. We knew how to have our colors made. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have no image. Because the image that we had, it was like. How you gonna run with somebody and they looking like this here and you looking like, damn, am I gonna get dirty?
So you said
them dudes, they don't give a fuck because they're already dirty. Yeah. And because we already, we all knew how to fight. Like I said, we all was raised together. Me, Fat Mike, Desi, all of us.
So basically, what I'm trying to get to is y'all stopped yourself, with the drugs.
No, they didn't do drugs.
Who?
Well, later on, yeah, but
that's
the reason I started hanging out with them.
No, I'm saying, it's not like nobody stopped y'all. Y'all stopped yourself as y'all got older with the drugs.
Yeah, with the gang too. Once we got older, we didn't want to, we wanted a family. I know I did. And then we all got jobs and, and we left the gangs alone.
Can I say you are retired undefeated?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, because I mean, yo, ain't nobody could fuck with us and shit. I mean, yeah, when we left out, we just left it in their hands and shit. You know, we're here, man.
Left it in whose hands?
I gave it to Eddie. Mike didn't like that shit. Nobody else liked it either. They said, how did we Black Spades? You gave it to a Puerto Rican.
Yeah, Eddie was
my right hand man. Eddie ran with me.
Wow.
Eddie ran with me. Where I went, even like, you know, like Coke's girl, you know, I was riding on the bike and shit, you know, on the moped. I was the first to have one of them shits, you know, and I'm riding, going up to Patterson and shit. So she got on the back of the bike and I took her all the way to Manhattan and shit. You know?
Who's this?
It was Coke's girl, the leader of the 17. Shit. So I took her all.
It was his girl at the time? She was still with him?
Yeah. Wow. So she got on the bike. He was there. She got on the bike and shit, and I took her all the way to Manhattan, you know, down by the East Side Highway. Went over the bridge and shit. I'm traveling down in Manhattan and shit, and she just, I don't know, where that little motherfucker with the goddamn, that butt naked ass, yeah, the little baby up there with the arrow. So
yeah, but that's another man's girl, though. That's no good, though.
She cut him off, so what was I supposed to do?
You said he was still with her.
He cut her off.
He cut her off.
Do nothing.
Okay.
You know, I wasn't going to, like, jump on her or anything like that. Okay. She said she wanted me, and, you know, I'm good. Nah.
After they was over?
Huh?
After they was over, they was done?
When I got back, she just cut him off. She was telling me that she wanted me. That shit, it was fucked up on whose behalf.
But that I'm saying, but what I'm saying is that causes that type of stuff cause a lot of problems within our community, within our people, over women, beefs with women and like that.
All that shit was over women.
And it's just that, you know, I'm one that I've grown to, I mean, when I was young, yeah, but now I've grown to know that when a dude got a girl, leave her alone. Don't even look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't even look at it like that.
Of course. I didn't. I mean, she wanted, that's what, like, mini bikes. It was new. And I was new. And she just fell in love with that shit.
Yeah.
You know? And I was the leader, so.
I guess you had older girls, right?
Matter of fact, yeah. But I'm saying, she was an older girl, too. She had her own apartment and everything. Me and Eddie used to go over there and shit by, what's that, Jane Addams? Go over there, so I had me a crib. I bought her whole. Mom said, if you do. You see how moms do? You see how moms do? Mom said, oh, no, you ain't. I'm like 16 years old. I'm supposed to move out, got an apartment and shit. Mom wasn't going for that. You know.
I seen you earlier, you know, with the lady behind the counter. You're a little smooth with the women, I see, right?
Nah.
I'm saying, you say, nah, you humble, right? But I'm saying, like, but
I like her.
Right, but I'm saying as far as women, as far as black people, we have a thing where we're not really getting married to our women. You know what I'm saying? Our women, we got a generation of baby mamas. We're not really getting married to these women. Our family structures fell apart. What do you think about that? You anything to say about that? Like, do you have children?
I got 15 grandkids and a
15
great-grand.
How many children? Like
5.
Was you ever married to the mother? Right, we're not marrying.
And we're going to show you in the Bible over and over again that all it said was they had sex and that was his wife. Nothing about any piece of paper. Only thing that's required by law to be written on paper is if you are divorced, because if she's divorced, she could go and show this document to say, I'm not a whore. This man put me away.
Right, we're not marrying. So
I kept going to jail.
You're going to jail.
And it's not easy. You know, when you go to jail. That's what I was doing. Cause, I mean, them kids.
You got about one woman?
I mean.
You got 5 by 1 woman? Or?
Yeah, really. Yeah. About 2.
2 women?
2. Yeah. One don't want to tell me up in Castle Hill, so.
Oh, you got a baby mother in Castle Hill?
Yeah. I'm gonna find out.
That's what Mike was telling me. He was saying y'all had girlfriends in Castle Hill. That's why y'all was up there a lot.
But most of their girls went to us.
See, I used to go up there, and they didn't say nothing.
The Monk up there. Jesse had a woman up there. I had a woman up there. Monk had a woman up there. Lenny had a woman up there. Spanky had a woman up there. We all had women up there.
So,
yeah, I mean, we went to school with them, but I didn't go to school with these girls. You know, I just they was like from here, from these guys over here. They knew them, and I just hung out and shit.
So I mean, what do you
My
think?
girlfriends was in California. I had girls everywhere in this building. But building open. That one too.
But what do you think though? I mean, okay, so once you get a girl, how about when you have sex with a woman, you stay connected to her?
We kind of spoke on it last week. We want to speak on it again, and that's sex being marriage. Marriage does not only consist of sex, but when you lay down with a woman and have sex with her, then that is your wife. That is a lifelong commitment that you are perfecting with that woman when you lay down in the bed and or wherever the hell you do it and have sex with her. Number one, is it not written that man and woman shall come one flesh? How do you become one flesh? You one flesh during sexual intercourse, right? That's all we're saying, is that if you have sex with a woman, you have a lifetime tie to that woman, a lifetime responsibility to that woman. People don't understand how important it is for a so-called Black and Hispanic man to understand that in this time. Because we've grown up post-plantation, we are just sexual objects, to where we're just going around having sex, breaking hearts left and right, not trying to keep no damn woman, just trying to have sex and move on, and priding ourselves on our ability to easily get a woman to sleep with us and take advantage of whatever feelings that we have led her on to have for us, and then kicking them to the curb. This is how we grew up.
So once you get a girl, how about when you have sex with a woman, you stay connected to her instead of just dead.
Right now, you know, I'm living in a long distance relationship. One is in South Boston, Virginia, and one is in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. So I'm on the phone like this here, you know. But one got an ankle bracelet, the other one's waiting for an apartment, don't want to move to Virginia, so.
What can we do to strengthen our family structure between man and woman, Black man and Black woman?
And all of it could have been prevented if somebody would have sat us down and said, as soon as you have sex with that girl, that's your girl forever. And a lot of sisters wouldn't have opened their legs so fast if they would have told, as soon as you have sex with that brother, that's your husband. First man you lay down with, that's yours forever. This would have prevented a whole lot of abortions. This would have prevented a whole lot of spread of sexually transmitted disease in our people.
What can we do to strengthen our family structure between man and woman, Black man and Black woman?
Well, right now, you know, I kind of like, my daughter left her husband left her, right? I'm gonna give you the prime example. The kid got so big now that he wants to fight her husband. That's not his father. She gets him back. Now they back together again, right? This is just lately, right? They back together again. And when she just told me about a couple of weeks ago, she just told me, I said, that's good. You know, a lot of people might say, you know, once you break up and all that there, you know, you should stay away. But the first thing I said was, that was good. You know, I love my daughter, right? She said, it's cheaper to keep them. You know, I said,
she said that?
Yeah. And that's smart. You know, that's smart. You know, because they both are going to be winners if they can make it last. They both going to be winners. So to keep the family, like you said, even though we have to break down, do I? Do I not? Do I? What reason? You know, boom, 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 boom. I think it's a good idea. And what she says, even though she says it like that because she's like, she has a real, you know, you know, like a comic, you know, brain with the words she used. But I get it. Because she's saying the same thing that I'm saying.
Okay.
It's good. It's good. But I told her, but you remember how come y'all broke up? Remember what I told you at first?
What?
The boy got big.
Okay.
That's not his father. They started breaking down walls, knocking down doors. Okay. Since they got back together, the son still wants to come over there and still wants to be that. You know what I'm saying? I remember when you hit me. You know what I'm saying? My daughter don't play that. She said, you did get away with it before, but you ain't getting away with it now. You can't respect this house, you gotta go. That's the whole thing. And I think that's the answer.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we gotta be humble.
Okay.
I can't, the world don't revolve around me. Sometimes we gotta be humble. When I fell in recovery, right?
Okay.
When I got into recovery, I knew I had to live with other people. And I know in order to keep my recovery, I had to do a 10th step. I had to take inventory. What part do I play in this here?
How long you was in recovery?
But, I'm saying 3 years. But, right, I have to be man enough to apologize, regardless, right, wrong, indifference, whatever. I have to stand up and say, oh no, I'm sorry. My foot was in the way. I'm sorry, I was in the way. I'm sorry. I don't have to do that no more. I don't have to apologize for anybody. I did it already. You know, now I know the difference between what being humble and what being sorry. I don't have to be sorry no more. I can still be humble. I ain't got to take nobody's shit. You know what I'm saying? First, okay. That's if you want this. If you want recovery, you're going to have to. Because you're going to have to figure out that there's people around you that ain't going to like you. Most people ain't going to like you. Most people going to say, oh, you don't do that. You're not that person anymore. Ain't going to like you. Okay, good. All right, all well and good. You're going to have to take that for a while, but then after a while, they're going to see that, that you for real on what you do. Then you ain't got to apologize no more. So I don't have to apologize no more. At first, yes, but I always have to take inventory. I have to always take my inventory and say, what did I do today? You know, and that's working the program.
Was it hard kicking all that or whatever?
No, because once you take that first step, because it took me 7 months in order to start going to the rooms. I was real sick. You know, I couldn't walk from here to there.
From what?
Without
What was
stopping.
you sick about?
Heart failure. I had a blood clot and everything. You know, my belly was out like this here, and then one day my legs got big, and I'm thinking I'm gaining weight. Then my thighs got big. You know, all of a sudden my ankles got big.
She was heavy?
No. No, I was skinny, and I thought I was gaining weight. No.
You was always skinny? Always like slim?
About 155 something.
Always?
155, yeah. 155.
You never was over 200 pounds?
No. Oh, no.
Wow.
The most I ever weighed was 195.
The supreme leader of the Spades is 155? Dudes didn't feel like they could smash you? Like,
I'm telling you, I could get Desi when I was like 12 years old. Desi was 2 times my weight. I could get him. I got Guru. He was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
See, I love wrestling, so, you know, that's my main shit. I still watch it. Yo, fuck it. Reigns and all that shit, man, I'm down. You know, and Bruno Sammartino.
Bruno Sammartino,
You know,
right.
He just died.
Yeah.
the Anvil, he just died.
Superfly Snooker.
And he the same.
Jimmy
he got
Superfly
his daughter-
Snooker.
No, I think one of us is his daughter. I think his daughter's wrestling. The Anvil, his daughter's wrestling.
I don't know.
That girl, that big ass Moolah, no, not Moolah. But I'm saying I still watch that shit. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Come on, you ready to go back?
yeah. But like I said, they supposed to meet at about 6 o'clock.
It's 5. It's after 5 now. So,
Like I said, man, you know.
so y'all retired undefeated.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why I say, like, I look at y'all like y'all did yourself in with the party, like when the NBA team win the championship and they start popping the champagne and start drinking. I look at y'all like that, like y'all just overdid it drinking, like partying, and y'all just fell apart like that. I don't know. That's how I look at it.
Nah, we all got together and said, "Yo, man, you know, you ready? I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready." And we all got together and we just said, "That's it."
That's it, yeah.
I gave it to Ed. I said, "Yo, Ed, you got it." And then
what year was that?
else.
You remember?
I guess 73.
That early?
Yeah.
That's early.
74. I went to jail.
You gave it to him before you went to jail?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we left about 73 though. We left about 70. Even though we were still, you know, like I said, people were still hanging on and shit, you know, and shit like that. Because even like Crazy Mike, he'll tell you that they didn't give a fuck. You know, it's just that we left. The Spades was still going on.
Spades was still going on.
Yeah,
First division fell off. So when you got out, everything was Zulu. 78.
Yeah, when I got out of jail, yeah.
And just for the documentation, was while you was a Spade in 71, 72, you was a Supreme Commander. Was Bambaataa ever the Supreme Commander?
No.
Okay. Was he one of the founders of the Spades?
No.
Okay. Okay.
No.
But that was.
Yeah. You know, I put him underneath my wing to be, you know, my partner. But everybody else said no, so I got to go with the crew. You know, I got to go with the crew. No matter how much I love the man and whatever, you know, whatever. I got to go with the crew. You know, because there's things that I didn't know. But the things I'm finding out today, you know, but I can't change the past. You know, I can't change that.
Right.
Today, I can change today, though.
Right.
And that's what it's all about. Because today, what we want to do today is get it together. You know, you may say this, and we might, you know, have a gripe and whatnot. No, it's my way. No, it's my way. No, let's start afresh. And let's do this. Right. You know, let's do this and do it the right way this time. You know, even though, like you say, we was really undefeated. We just handed it off. You know, we just passed it on and shit because it continued. And Bam asked me, could he start the Zulus? You know, and maybe that's just between him and I. You know, I don't know if he told him, you know, I'm going to ask Monk if I can do that, but he did. And that's what came about with that. You know, so he took the rep from, even like MC Mario and all that. The rep from the Spades made all of that. Right. He did, because they were Spades.
Right. Dudes he was vulnerable with Spades.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, you know, like the people he knew was Spades, you know, and then Bronxdale was still together, you know, so Mario just took all that, what he knew from the Spades and put that into, you know, this is what we can do. And he put his name on it. You know, and Bambaataa did the same thing, put his name on it.
Yeah.
So, like you say, all that arises from that. So that arises from spade power. Spade power. Power to the spades. Power to the spade. Spade power. You know, and if you was around in the Bronx in 71 and all that, 69, you know, then You knew that the Spades existed, and we're still out here.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're still here, you know what I'm saying? Spades don't die, we multiply.
Did y'all used to say that?
No. Say what?
Spades don't die, they multiply.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell I got that from.
Okay.
I think I got that.
LA gangs. Y'all didn't know nothing about that, right?
Yeah.
You did know?
Yeah.
Back then?
Yeah.
What you knew?
You know, I knew they was in L.A. The Bloods been out for the longest. You know, and then the Peace Stone Rangers in
That's
Chicago.
like Chicago.
Yeah.
Did y'all have Spades in Chicago?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. Freight Train. When he went to the Merchant Marines, they got a thing out there. And he started a Spade division, but they had motorcycles.
Freight Train, the one that passed away?
Yeah.
He started a division in Chicago?
Yeah. When he was like in Merchant Marines. And then JoJo, he started something out in Virginia, like Norfolk. And Bam was out there too. You know, so you can go out there and some people, you know, it didn't really, you know, amount to too much.
Yeah.
Chicago, I think, really did though, because I did hear about them, and they had bikes.
But you didn't hear nothing about Crips and Bloods and.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Y'all ever come in contact with any of them?
They wasn't in, you know, not when I was coming up.
That's what I mean.
New.
Yeah.
That's all new.
Yeah.
You know, I say the last, if I say 20 years, you know, I wasn't even here. I ain't been here in a long
You know what's interesting? Y'all all started at the same time. The Black Spades, the Crips started like the same time. And y'all about the same age. I think they was born in, I think the founder was born in 53.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are 55.
Something like that.
A lot of them were born in 55 like y'all.
Yeah.
And y'all all started about 69, 68, when that late 70s,
I mean,
60s.
even, you know, like, my older brothers and whatnot, they really couldn't control them white people. But our age...
Y'all control them.
Yeah, we put them out. We put them out.
I put the Caucasian out.
Yeah. Stevenson, it was for with white people. When we left there and we moved when the Spades, because that's when the Spades went there.
Yeah.
When 123 went there the first day,
wow.
Within 3 days they was gone.
Back in the day when we first started on it, we was beating the hell white boys.
Right.
We were that's okay, hell yeah. But them motherfuckers said Cumberland Stevenson and their cars thinking they was better than us and looking at us like we piece of shit. That's why I said when we first got in Stevenson, it was 85% white.
And what happened? Y'all used to have beef up there?
Beef. We were whipping their ass.
In Stevenson?
Whipping their ass. We would whip their ass.
The Caucasians.
The whiteys.
But they used to have to walk the Corvettes. They had to walk from Stevenson to Corvette.
The Caucasian kids.
Yeah. Now that's close to the third section. You getting close to our neighborhood. So they had to change the whole bus route and put the buses in front of Stevenson.
Wow.
Yeah, they changed the
A
whole
few
bus
things
route.
changed because of y'all, right? A few things changed.
Because them guys, that's when we was really on TV, when they came to the White Castle and, you know, interviewed us for some of the shit. I forgot who it was.
Remember being on TV with, what's his name? Some show.
No, I'm saying I was on TV when they came to the White Castle.
You was on TV?
Yeah, it was on TV. That was because of the bus, the guy that got killed on the bus at Corvettes. He got thrown underneath the bus and shit, so. And they built a whole new school within 1 year.
What, Truman?
No, what is it on
Lehman.
Westchester Square?
Lehman.
Wow,
so you saying they built Lehman because y'all...
Stevenson was brand new. It wasn't even full. I mean, they were still working on it when I went there. Lehman was up the following year. Now, how they gonna build two damn high schools so close to each other?
Right.
That was the reason, so. And I mean, if you look at it, you can see, like, they just put that shit up like that there. There's not no brick. That shit is solid walls where they put that up. That shit came in, they built that shit in the factory and just built it up and shit. So they might have started that shit, because that's the first time I ever seen anything like that. that shit together. It's nice though.
What about the teachers? How'd you get into it with the teachers? Was the teachers racist, you said?
Yeah, he got kicked out. Stevenson, the assistant principal.
Was racist, yeah?
Yeah, he was the main one.
I used to fight them? Get in fights with them?
I went to jail because of him.
What you
I
do?
had to fight him and 3 other teachers.
You fought him and 3 teachers? Yeah?
Yeah, he hit me and shit, I was like kind of late going through the wrong door. I go to the damn school. How you gonna go through the wrong door and shit? But we wouldn't even go to class. They wouldn't even let us go to class. They had a black dean, right? So me, Blackie Fat Mike, all of us, we had to go to the dean's office and hang out with him. We didn't even go to class and whatnot. And he knew this. The black dean, the assistant, principal, he knew it. And he just didn't like us at all. I mean, even from the first day and all that day, he tried to tell us, we can't wear our colors and whatnot. And police was harassing us and locking us up. And it was a lot of shit. It was a lot of shit. So we fought back. We fought back and shit. We just put them out. The few that was there, they was all right. We'll let them go. But most of the whites was gone.
Was there any blacks fighting back before y'all?
No. Hell no, nothing came before us.
Nothing came before.
I mean, our older brothers, they might have had to run from them dudes. We didn't run.
Y'all didn't run.
Yeah, I'm saying anywhere, even when they had all the white boys everywhere, like Monroe and Castle Hill, Castle Hill was the last stronghold, but we got rid of them too. They were split. Monroe was split.
Okay.
Monroe was split. The park down there, white boys was on one side. Bronxdale was like that at one time, but somehow they just left.
Caucasians just left. So you're saying Monroe was split Caucasian and African American?
Yep.
And Castle Hill was split African American and Caucasian?
They couldn't go on one side of them parks. And then Spades came out and we alleviated.
Okay. So when they were split in Monroe, y'all would go up there.
Yeah.
And alleviate.
Yeah.
And same thing with Castle Hill. Wow.
Yeah. And then
so y'all did them a favor then.
Yeah, because they wasn't doing it. We went up there, strong and shit. It wasn't no big fight, but we came so big and so strong, and when we started throwing cocktails and all that crazy ass shit,
so
we didn't have to go up there no more.
So who was rolling with y'all at that time? If was Monroe Spades at that time?
No, I don't think so.
So who would roll? Just Bronxdale dudes?
Yeah.
Just Bronxdale Spades would go regulate. Wow.
This is the only place where blacks were not getting beat up.
In Bronxdale.
Because, like I said, Monroe, they was sitting there and let that shit happen.
What, the Caucasian?
Yeah,
I heard it was the Cans family or something like that. Caucasian family.
Yeah, they was the last stronghold. They was the first building down there.
Stronghold. What? They was like bullies out there, the Caucasians maybe.
I don't know. They were just big.
They was just big. They wasn't scared.
They wasn't too scared, but
the Caucasians wasn't scared.
But they left. They left. Because I mean, they was. Because when we get off the bus, they be up on the roof and shit, throwing shit down. They be throwing bricks down and shit. So we chased them around a few times, and I don't know.
That must have been a sight to see.
Wasn't no. They left. They just disappeared. I don't know where the hell he went. I don't know where they went. They don't live there no more. Yeah, they don't live there. No more. I mean, because they knew we was coming off the bus, and they was in that first building. Yeah, we just tear that shit up, man. That was our hangout. Yeah, that was our hangout. When they seen us do that, and then when we went to Fordham, we showed them, yeah, man, this is what we do and shit. We tore that White Castle up, coming from Fordham Road. Well, what's that, Fordham University? They had a party over there, and we was running with the cash register. But we did that in Jack in the Box. Stevenson gave a party. Oh, come on, man. Every store, you name it. We gotta eat.
Gotta eat.
We gotta eat. That store that was over there, shit, that was too.
So to alleviate that, that's when they gave y'all jobs.
That was Pathmark.
Pathmark.
That was Pathmark. They hooked us up with shit. First they let us bag. You know, each one we bag and shit. They let us bag. That's when we was real little. We was like just going to junior high school or something like that. They let us bag. Then we got a little older and older. You know, they gave us jobs. I got the job in '73. I think that's when they gave all of us jobs, about '73. Yeah, because everybody got jobs like city jobs in Bronx River. You know, but I had a felony by then. So I was out. Let's rock and roll, man.
Yeah.
Word.